Sexual tyrannosaurus, just like me.
We almost got it. One of these days we're going to get that right. We just can't seem to get it. Hey guys, welcome to Access Vegas. Shout out to all the girls who came to Vegas this week for all the pool tryouts. If you're trying to get Anavar or Ozempic in Las Vegas this week, forget about it. We are sold out. There is no more in the entire state of Nevada. You guys got to go to California to find some of that stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong? Oh, my bad. Okay. Let's keep it going, guys. Well, again, shout out to everybody who came out here, and thank you guys for joining us. It's a new year. Just come be toxic with us in 2025. Leave your ex behind. Make more money this year. We're going to have a good year. Let's get it started. She is from New York. She's an insurance agent for the first time on here. It is Christy. Welcome, Christy. Yeah, you guys are going to clap for Christy right now. Christy got to celebrate New Year's with us. Got to celebrate New Year's with us. Can we turn that camera just a little bit to the right there, or have you guys move? Christy, move. All you guys move up here towards me. She is an event coordinator for swingers, and she is from Vegas. It is Frenchie. Frenchie, how you doing, Frenchie?
Hey, what's up? I'm
good to see her again. There we go. He is a future Harvard dropout from New York. He's a coach at Men of Action. It is Tristan.
It's good to be back.
Tristan, yes, again, we have our resident liberal here. All right, let's keep going. She is from Utah, an adult entertainer and poker player. It is Gypsy Queen.
Hi.
There you go. Gypsy Queen is back. That's right. You don't know her, but your boyfriend subscribed to her. There we go. Let's. She is the owner of a Catwalk Caddies from Mystic, Iowa. It is Miss Monrere.
Hi.
Hey, there she is.
Iowa, represent.
There we go. He is from Springfield, Illinois. He's a recording artist, actor. He owns a gym. Welcome for the first time here. It is Mario Cannon.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Nice. She is a pro baccarat player, a trophy girlfriend from the greatest city on earth, Austin, Texas. Hook 'em horns. It is Julia.
Hi.
And she is my longest friend in Vegas. We met 14 years ago when she was real 4 years old. She is from Detroit, Michigan. Welcome, Nicole Merriman, to the show. Nicole, welcome. Beautiful. All right, guys. So just to let you know, had a great new year. I don't know if you guys have not, anybody who's wondering, that Anima show that they have at the Sphere is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. What do you think? Did you like it?
Didn't see it.
Oh, I thought you didn't go? Who here went? Did you
Sarah
went?
went.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Our mutual friend.
Did you not go?
I would never. It's so scary. Did you see the visuals that they had going?
Just don't do drugs.
People falling. It made it look like everyone was just falling.
Yeah,
from the
it's
sphere.
all anybody in the
crazy.
city can talk about is that show, and I
never.
went. And so me, Tristan, and Owen Cook we went. And while we were there, we were looking around, and me and Tristan were on the floor, and we're like, hey, let's go around and talk to people, see who's here. And then the show started, and we just couldn't stop looking. We couldn't move. It was so incredible how good it was.
Sober?
Yeah, I don't drink or do any drugs. In fact, I actually think this is a waste. This is a waste of Molly and marijuana. This is a waste of getting drunk. This show is so good, you waste it by getting messed up. I really do think you should just go sober. Anybody who does it, you should absolutely go. Not that I ever do any drugs anyway, but I would highly recommend going to that show, dude. It is, everyone who saw it is this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. We have that coming up.
No, I'll go. He has a good recommendation. Yeah,
Yes.
I trust him. I
For
trust
sure.
him.
They're
Yeah.
back here on the 10th and the 11th if you guys want to go on that. Other than that, coming up, Super Bowl coming up. Anybody here going to Super Bowl?
I'm going
No?
to New Orleans.
Going to the New Orleans for the Super Bowl. And the national championship. We got the playoff national championship coming up. And
Yeah.
UNR didn't make it.
UNR didn't make it again?
But
Damn,
you know
man.
who did make it? Hook 'em horns.
You know when
There we
they
go.
do, shit's going to go
Yeah,
off.
shit is going to go off. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. All right. So we had a busy December. We're going to start it off. Let's go ahead and.
How was your New Year's?
My New Year's
good?
was great. I spent it with Nicole. I hadn't seen Nicole in 5, 6, 7 years.
A long time.
And she came out and she was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And I happened to be going to Excess because we had a bunch of clients there, and so I went there and I took her and her friends there, and the next thing you know, bumped into Allie Harding. I don't know if you know the TikToker Allie Harding. She came out there and hung out with us all for New Year's, and that was a great time. And then got to bed at a reasonable time after eating pizza, and it was great. Yeah,
that was so much fun.
Yeah, that was
the
fun. She
best
was there
night.
too.
That was the best.
That was pretty cool.
I've
wasn't
never
it?
went out like that for New Year's, so it was a fun time.
That was beautiful. Nobody got pregnant, I don't think. No one went
No
to jail.
fireworks. I missed the fireworks.
Huh?
We don't know yet.
No, we don't know. So Alina had a wilder night than we did because she doesn't know if she got pregnant. But I'm 79% sure I didn't. So I'm pretty good there. Awesome. Mario, what'd you do for New Year's?
Actually, you know what? I got stuck. So I was supposed to be meeting Twista at the MGM Park.
Yes.
But I didn't know the rules in Vegas about New Year's. They cut streets off.
Yeah.
So my plane landed from Chicago at 10:30, and I got stuck.
No, if you told me you were landing at 10:30, you're not going
so
anywhere.
I could not. I didn't make it to my show.
You need to get here like the day before.
I didn't know, man.
It's bad.
Yeah, I didn't know. So yeah, I missed out on the show, but I was in the middle of MGM.
It's rough.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I spent my New Year's Eve at home calming down my dogs because I don't know if you know this, but whenever it's 4th of July or it is New Year's Eve, it is like downtown Beirut in in my neighborhood. I don't know in our neighborhood, yes, because I mean it like the Durango has their fireworks shooting it off, and let me tell you something. People in Las Vegas love their illegal fireworks a lot. I mean, it was just this nonstop. Seriously, it was like machine gun rattle for probably from 10 o'clock to about 1 a.m. So.
And everybody was flying.
Shout out to you guys. Yeah.
It was like more drones than ever.
Yeah. It's insane.
The show at the Sphere, like outside the Sphere, looked awesome. That looked like a really cool one too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, incredible. Okay, all right. Do you want to get to some videos?
Yeah.
Just pick one and let's go.
Nobody has any New Year's resolutions.
The New Year's resolution is to do the show. That's the only resolution. I'm just so sick of people. You want to know something? No, hold on. Listen, we just did a call before
knew it was
this,
gonna bug you.
and I am sick. Like I would rather listen. Let me. Okay. Listen. Before Rolo and I started the show, do you know who we told? Nobody. We just started the effing show. Do you know when I started my podcast? Do you know who I told? No one. I just started my podcast. Do you know who I told when I started 75 Hard? No one. I just did it. Here's my New Year's resolution for you guys. Stop telling people what you're going to do and just do it. Just do it. I'm sick. Like there's some of you out there, when you speak things into existence, it helps you. That's like 5% of you. The rest of you go to the Tony Robbins seminar, you come back crying to your friend and you go back and sleep in your mom's basement on the couch. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop telling me what you're going to do. I don't ever want to hear what you're going to do. Just do it. That's the only thing I want to hear. If you do that, I promise you, you'll live a way better life. Anyway.
No resolutions.
Let's do it.
Which one do you want to do first?
Let's do, hold on a second.
Those are yours.
Oh, yeah. Martha Stewart. Let's do this.
Oh, my God.
Guys, ready? Ready? Let's get toxic with Martha Stewart.
I'm ready.
I don't know how many different girlfriends he had during this time, but I think there were quite a few. Young women, listen to my advice. If you're married and you think you're happily married and your husband starts to cheat on you, he's a piece of shit. And look at him as a piece of shit and get out of it. Get out of that marriage. But I couldn't do that. Couldn't walk away.
Didn't you have an affair early on in the relationship or when you were...
Yeah, but I don't think Andy ever knew about that.
He did say he knew about it.
He did?
Yes, you would confess to him.
Oh.
He says he didn't stray from the marriage until you told him you had already strayed.
Oh, that's not true. I don't think.
But what happened? You had an affair?
I had a very brief affair with a very attractive Irish man. And it was just nothing. It was nothing. In terms of, it would never have broken up, I would never have broken up a marriage for it. It was nothing. It was nothing.
Busted.
That is like the greatest video.
If break up the marriage, doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Right? Nicole, what do you think about that one?
She's got to be stoned.
Nicole, grab the thing.
She's got to be stoned.
You think so?
For sure.
For her to say that?
Yeah, for sure.
No, I think Martha Stewart is very well aware of what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think she thought that was going to come up.
She didn't think she'd get caught, actually,
Right.
because she said, I didn't think he knew about that. Because in
Right.
her standpoint, if he didn't know about it, then there's no reason to break up the marriage.
Right.
Meaning he got away with it, but she didn't. She was a better cheater than
So
him.
it's
Julia,
all good if you get away with it.
what do you think about this?
Live your life. That's
Yeah?
what I think about it. Live your life. I mean, if you want to leave him, leave him. But if you're dogging too, then you know what? Don't be mad if he leaves you.
Mario, Mario, what do you think about this?
Different strokes for different folks. Honestly, she was pretty hypocritical on that. I'll be honest with you, because like you said, she thought she got away with it, but as soon as it was exposed, she changed her tone. So I mean, I'm not
right for me, but not for the.
I can't rock with that.
As soon as I heard her telling that shit, I was like, I guarantee you she cheated. As soon as I heard that shit, I was like, Martha
Well, the
Stewart.
difference is she is the breadwinner in that relationship,
Yeah.
so he probably got half.
I don't know about in 1978 if she's the breadwinner in that relationship. She probably is, but who knows? I don't know. That's a good point. She could be.
Wasn't she a famous model?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, but I just thought it was
if
really
you're the
funny.
breadwinner, you can cheat.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So go ahead, Jerry, go ahead. Go. Ready, fight. Go ahead. So you're the breadwinner and you can cheat? Tristan, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying, look, at least he maybe got half, and if she cheated and he got half, then hey, he came out on top.
So if I just go get me a man that makes less money than me, I can do whatever I want?
It's a free country.
I know a bunch
That's how men think.
I know a bunch of rappers that'll tell you yes. Cardi B,
what men
Glorilla,
think. They
Megan
think
Thee
they
Stallion,
do
they
that,
all
so why
say
can't
yes.
women?
That's what they
Not
According to
them.
Future, no. But according to Cardi
no.
B, yes.
Yes.
All future.
Exactly. It's so funny. Female rappers give the worst dating advice. Male rappers give the best.
That's
Go
funny
ahead.
because I only listen to female rappers for advice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's doing great.
Who are your top three? Who are your top three?
Oh my God.
Glorilla,
Amen.
Sexy Red,
Uh-huh.
Amen.
and City Girls, JT.
Okay, there you. That's where you get your advice. Your dating advice.
City Girls is number one, JT number one.
Okay, nice. Okay, what do you
Terrible
think,
avatar.
Christy?
Of that video?
Yeah.
No one can make me hate her.
No one can.
Martha
You love
Stew
Martha
is
Stewart.
the woman.
She's
I
the
love
one.
her. Yeah.
That's
I love
right.
her.
That's what I'm saying.
She's an inspo. She's a baddie.
You know what she also did? She cheated first. That's the thing. You know what? She got in there first. Frenchie, what do you think?
Might as well cheat again. He started
No,
it.
I thought you were going to say, why don't they just become swingers? Like I thought that was
Yeah.
your answer.
Open the
'Cause
relationship.
Open the relationship. I thought that's what you were going to say. Get the feng shui moving so that everybody can get some. What do you think, Gypsy?
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I can see that. For
She
sure.
likes
I
to get
was
down.
wondering if that wasn't supposed to be recorded because it looks like the camera cut. So I wonder if she was trying to say it off camera.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man, I did a documentary recently, and it's funny because they get you to talk about stuff off camera, and they're rolling the whole time. But because I was a videographer, I knew what they were doing. But they're just the whole time, they just try to pretend like they're not recording, but you're always being recorded. You guys saw the Jinx, that one guy? He was like, they're questioning him, and he gets up to go to the bathroom. He's still got the lavalier on, and he admits to murdering those people, and they end up convicting him of a murder. That's
What?
Stop snitching on yourself. That's the only. Dude, you guys remember about 2 years ago, we had this one girl. She came on here. She goes, I just really like this guy a lot. He's just amazing. I think he's really awesome. I'm just started dating this guy. And then later on, after like 4 shots of vodka, she's like, yeah, I just sucked this guy's dick right before I came on the. Nobody clipped that. I sucked this guy's dick right before I came on the show, and I go, is it the guy you're dating? He's like, no, it's not. Nobody will find out about it. I was like, yeah, nobody will find out about it, bro. That's really great. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. All right, cool.
You know somebody's putting a montage of all your clips together.
Yeah.
Shit, right.
So it's all the ones.
Yes,
Don't clip that,
for
please.
2025.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Martha Stewart been to prison, man. Like I got
That's what I'm
stabbed
saying.
right
Like,
now.
I'm not saying Martha Stewart's a bad person, but I do believe she doesn't think the rules apply to her. That's why she did it.
Yeah.
The insider trading thing, she actually, now to be fair, I forgot the something Joe White. Mary Jo White, I think, was the lead, was the head of the SEC that went after Mark Cuban and went after her. And she was just trying to get like big name convictions, but she also was guilty. That's what happened, the insider trading thing that happened. So she doesn't feel like the rules apply to her, and that's fine. I don't hate Martha Stewart. I think it's fine, but I thought that was kind of funny.
This is too good not to share. She can't help reminiscing about him. He was a very attractive Irishman. She still remembers the details.
Yeah, I bet she remembers all kinds of attractive Irishmen.
How brief was that relationship?
Yes.
It was very brief.
Yeah.
Not that brief.
She still talks to him right now. That's the rule. She still talks to him right now.
I bet she remembers his name.
I bet you she does.
She remembers his name.
It's nothing to end a relationship over. I was like, well, cool. That sounds like you guys both figured that out.
Where do you want to go?
Let me see here. Oh my God, let's do Christy Kupari.
Oh,
you guys ready? Hold on, everybody who's watching this. If you guys are in MOA, if you guys are in Reignite, if you guys follow any of this stuff, I want you to remember this is what we're fighting for. Watch this video, and if your head doesn't pop off your neck from anger, I don't know what's wrong with you. Go ahead and play
If
this.
you want to know who the enemy is,
this is the enemy.
It's this guy.
Yeah, ready? Here we go.
Pepper me. Let's
Before
go.
I launch into this one, I gotta say I used this on my intro videos for last week's Rational Male, and Yeah.
I'm sure you got 4 million views.
Yes, here we go.
Men who don't check a man's phone will still find out if he's unfaithful through their intuition and dreams. One thing about a woman is that she always knows when something is wrong or off, whether it's through an energy shift, a gut feeling, or even a dream that gives her the answer she needs. So stop lying to a woman with strong intuition, because you are only embarrassing yourself.
Bro, this dude is
That
so...
is- that is so true.
Chrissy, say it.
That is the truest thing ever. We will have dreams about it. We will know.
Yes.
Like, we will imagine it, and we know.
Chrissy,
so
we
no one
know.
can get away
So
with
if we
anything.
applied any scientific scrutiny to this, that your dreams were able to correctly predict,
100%.
yeah, you think it
It's
would?
your intuition.
It's
You
your
know
intuition.
in your
Intuition.
body.
Hold on.
You know.
Let's keep going. Anybody else think about this? What do you think about Julia?
That guy is right, and he just exposed all of y'all. You shouldn't. Listen, ladies, never go through a man's phone. That's a waste of time. Life's too short. As soon as you feel an energy shift, get up, go, find a
This
richer
dude is
man.
so right. He's clearly reading off a teleprompter because he's so full of shit.
Nicole, what do you think?
I agree.
Which one?
I think a woman wrote that script.
Of course it did. Not only do I not agree with him, I don't think he believes that either. I think he's gaslighting you. I think
Yes.
that's specifically what's going on. Mario, what do you think?
He was just pandering to women, man. Super glazed man right there, bro.
Bro, he's probably recording this. He's like, yo, why don't I get more women from
Stay
this?
hidden.
Why don't I get more girls from
super
this?
pandering, man. None of that was logical. That's magical talk, man.
Okay.
It's magical.
What do you think?
Keep thinking that.
I agree at some points. Like, I do feel like people have intuitions,
Okay.
but I don't think it's as far as dreams.
Gypsy.
It's just an educated guess using.
No, an educated guess uses logic. It's not an energy shift. An energy shift is utter and complete nonsense.
No, it's literally, is your man treating you like a queen? If he's not, then leave.
Julia, that's not a dream. This weirdo said if you have a dream, she said they always know. That sounds super scientific. Go ahead, Frenchie, what do you think?
I mean, the dreams part is unrealistic, but
Well,
when
Martha
you
Stewart's husband did not have a dream.
Yeah.
He did not have a
He didn't, his dream
he's a
didn't
man.
come.
His dream did not come.
His dream did not come through.
The energy did not shift.
Maybe it's only the women who have
Yeah.
the dreams.
All right, go ahead. Frenchie?
Oh, yeah, but besides the energy shifts, and you can tell by the way they start treating you, then you can tell if they're starting to be a little
Men are
weird
not
from
in
there.
touch with the astral
dreams part,
plane.
forget about the dreams.
Okay.
Not all dreams are true.
Wait, I have to say this.
Go ahead.
I took a nap before I came here. When I woke up, I had a nightmare about me and my boyfriend fighting, the biggest fight ever, and I woke up and told him, and he apologized about the dream.
Wow.
That's crazy.
beautiful.
Wow.
So this just happened to me.
All right.
Wow.
Wait. Let's
Wait,
consult the magic eight
what was
ball
the fight
here.
in the dream
All
about?
Yeah.
What was
Magic
the,
eight ball.
wait, wow. Julia,
Okay.
But
what
it
was
was
the
in
fight
a way.
about in the dream?
But I wasn't mad when I woke up. We're just in love. So yeah.
He's just a
All right,
guy.
will Julia and her boyfriend break up? Outlook good.
Oh my
There you have it.
Okay.
There's an energy
Brutal.
shift.
All right, ready? Okay. Let's do this next thing. I'm gonna start with Christy here. Christy, do we have can we get a chair for her somewhere? Actually, just get an extra chair. All right, guys, listen. Who here thinks that in general women have better intuition than men? Raise your hand.
I mean, it's clear.
I do agree.
They
with
did,
that.
right.
Women
Okay,
are
got
more
it. Beautiful.
aware.
They're more socially aware.
They're more aware. Is that what you think? Got it. Okay. So who thinks if we actually did any kind of scientific data on this, that we'd find out that women and men have a different intuition?
I think
Yes.
you're going to tell us.
Yeah. Okay. So there's plenty of data on this. Women don't have any better intuition than men.
Wow.
Intuition. Ready for it? For those of you who actually want to know the truth, intuition comes from subject matter expertise, so domain expertise and experience. Meaning, intuition does not come from the 18-year-old who thinks she knows when her boyfriend's cheating. That's paranoia. Intuition comes from the heart surgeon who's done 5,000 heart surgeries and can say, oh, wait, something's wrong with the aorta. Intuition comes from the pilot who's landed 500 airplanes and can tell something's wrong with the vertical stabilizer. Intuition comes from the police officer who's broken in and kicked in hundreds of doors, be like, yo, there's something behind this door. Intuition comes from experience. Intuition is not some magical bullshit that you get from a dream. Now, can you catch your partner cheating? Yes. You use reason, logic, deduction. You can figure out whether or not your party's cheating. This is fucking pandering. So I don't know if we've been on for 20 minutes. This is pandering. The idea that it's a feeling, it's a fucking energy shift, and that it's a dream that you feel, all you're doing right now is you're validating a bunch of women who because the problem is as soon as I played this on my thing, I had a bunch of guys hit me up and they were like, dude, this guy is so wrong. It's like my girlfriend thought I was cheating and I wasn't cheating. It's like, have you ever thought there's this thing called
I will say I do believe Martha Stewart used intuition and experience to find out about her
I
do think she had the intuition
Where does that
experience.
paranoia come from? Maybe it's the girl who's been cheated on.
Okay, so
500
there's two answers here. Number one, some people have what's called borderline personality disorder, where they think everybody's out to get them. Okay, secondly, some people are schizophrenic, and that's now we're talking about like 6-7% of the population. Because I know all these women who say that they're ladies. Have you dated a narcissist? Anybody here dated a narcissist before? Yeah,
Who hasn't?
Yeah, you've all dated. That's interesting because only 3% of the population are narcissists, but all you've dated narcissists. The issue is, my point is, I don't have a problem.
Tendencies.
I don't have a problem with people saying I found out my partner was cheating. But the way you find out your partner cheating is through logic and reason. Now, could you imagine if we had a legal system where it's like, Your Honor, we don't have any evidence to prove my client, or we don't have any evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty, but I had a dream last night. And in the dream, this person who's a different skin color than me or a different religion than me, I had a dream that they committed this crime. Therefore, we must convict. Guilty, Your Honor. And you want to know something as messed up as that is? That's what it's like dating a beautiful woman in 2025 because they do that shit to you. Guys, no.
Where's the evidence for that?
Okay, what do you mean, what evidence for what?
Where's the evidence for that?
The statistics, like
He
the
could have
percentage.
done better with that video. If he actually wanted to help women, he could have
If he
worded
actually
that.
wanted to help women, he wouldn't make any of these videos. This guy's just a
He could
panderer.
have worded that way better. I mean, I would go with
He didn't word it. He's reading off a teleprompter.
If he changed the dream part of the sentence to your intuition, like
Again,
your energy shift, and just left it at
a
that,
woman
you're
told
good.
him to write this. That's what happened. That's my point. This is just pandering. And my point, like, I'm going to tell you this right now. We can talk about the Justin Baldoni. Sure. So there's this thing. There's this actor named Justin Baldoni who does a show. Do you know who he is?
Yeah,
yes. So Justin Baldoni, he does a show and he has a podcast where he tells men to become more vulnerable. He says internal emotional bravery is more important than physical bravery. I was in the military. Go fuck yourself. And this guy goes off and he's like, men need to be comfortable crying and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, this is insane. And so what happened is your government, the Department of Homeland Security, bought ads on my channel, on his channel, to move traffic from our show to his show. And you want to know what happened? They did it to protect women from people like us, and to send them over to Justin Baldoni. And 4 days ago, Blake Lively sued him for sexual harassment. Apparently, he's showing her pictures of nudity and admitting to be addicted to pornography. He's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So I want to say thank you to the Biden administration and the Department of Homeland Security for spending my tax money to save people from me. That's how crazy this is, dude. This is just pandering. This is crazy to me. I don't believe if you put a what's it called, a polygraph on Chris GQ Perry that he even believes this nonsense.
Yeah, I was going to say. Ladies, have you ever had a dream where your boyfriend cheated on you and you got mad at him the next morning because you had the dream about him cheating on you?
No.
Did you smack him around?
Yes, I've had that happen to me. I've literally had a girl get mad at me because of a dream she had. Yes. I mean, Christy, but you think it's funny. But it's like, how is that? How are you supposed to have a relationship?
Listen, sometimes I wake up a little spicy and I'm like, you hurt my feelings last
do that
night.
to me? What?
And
can I ask you a question?
your boyfriend handled it beautifully. He apologized.
I didn't
That's
get
amazing.
mad though. I don't
I'm sorry my dream self
I don't
cheated
like to
on
be
you.
emotional in front of men.
Wait, say that again.
I don't be overly emotional in front of men. Like, I save that for the girls.
Okay, got
So
it.
I would be crazy in front of the girls, but in front of him, I'm like, oh, babe, I had a bad dream. And he's like, oh, baby, I'm sorry.
And this is what Glorilla and City Girls taught you?
Yes.
Is that, yeah?
Yes.
Keep it stoic.
I also watch an excessive amount of podcasts about these types of things.
What are your favorite podcasts?
Shira 7.
Okay.
Sparkle Sparkle.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
That's number one. There's another woman that talks about emotional control. I forgot her name, but I can find that pretty fast. Long dark hair, very European look. Usually I just watch podcasts, and I'm 21 years old. It taught me everything I needed to know.
That's it. She's got it. She's got the experience, the domain expertise. She's got the experience. And next week, she's going to be replacing me. She's going to be the host of Access Vegas.
Thank you, Michael.
Let me see if I can put a period on the end of this, because sometimes our instincts are like our evolved instincts are getting triggered by things like on our periphery, like things that like behaviors. Like if you see things that happen where your boyfriend is acting a different way or your girlfriend's acting in a different way, and you don't want to believe that maybe there's like something going on, but your instincts are like, your subconscious is kind of saying, there's something going on here. It's not just, you go, oh no, she would never cheat. I mean, it's, you want to like sort of repress that, especially when it comes to jealousy and things like that. Things that are like emotions that we naturally feel when we're in the presence of, like, say, it's a fight or flight kind of thing, where if there's danger, do I want to fight or do I want to get out? Jealousy is another one of those things, which I think that, for women, it's a much different situation than it is for guys. Like guys, they want to know, like, are they fucking, or where they get all the details and everything, all the physical side of things. Women are more interested in the security side of things. They want the long-term security and the emotional security. And if that seems threatened in some way, or if there's some sort of instinct where your peripheral awareness is seeing some like inconsistencies in behavior, that's something that can trigger that instinct to say, well, you can't explain it, and the way they explain it is, well, it must be energy or cosmic, rays from outer space or some shit like that, and that's how it's described to them, when in fact they're simply seeing inconsistencies, and that you can't give a name to it, so the name they give to it is magic.
Yeah, so it's an energy. Just guys, remember, energy shift, you must convict. That's the way it works.
Yeah. Just should we base society on those incidents? No.
Christy, I'm asking you a question. So like we have a record low birth rate. 6 women out of every 1,000 want to get married. Mm-hmm. You don't think this is a problem? Like you don't think there's a possibility that this energy shift dream shit might cause women who are with good men to leave them for no reason?
I mean, I wouldn't say just leave someone because you had a dream. I would never say that. Like it's a whole cycle.
So maybe
right?
use reason and deduction and logic?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. But you also have your gut feeling, and your gut feeling, whether it be based on experience or just, having trust in the universe or whatever you want to call it.
Having trust in the universe. That's what we teach.
At least look into, what if you feel like something's off, if you have a dream and you really feel like something's wrong,
have you
look
had that
into it a
gut
little
feeling
bit, have
and it was
communication.
correct?
Still sound magical.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I've also had guys have dreams that I was cheating on them and wake up and treat me so bad, go through my phone. So it's not just a girl thing.
But that's fine though, right? They didn't apologize?
Oh my God, no.
They just
ruined
did
my
it?
week, to be honest.
Hey, what?
Ruined my week.
It ruined your week? Yeah. Darn dreams. They must have the intuition and the connection to the universe that you have.
Yeah, he's insecure.
That must be what's happening. Barbie, what do you think? Barbie, have you ever had a dream about a guy cheating? Could you grab the microphone? Barbara, you can just say it in Mandarin if you want.
Slowly, one more time.
Slowly.
Have you ever had a dream that your boyfriend was cheating?
Was cheating. Dream. D-R-E-A-N, dream of D-R-I-N-K, dream.
Dream.
Sleeping dream.
Dream.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. Have you ever had have you ever been cheated on? You found out someone was cheating on you?
Cheating on me?
Yes.
A lot.
Huh?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. It's happened before.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Did you break up with him?
But what?
Did you break up when you found out your man was cheating?
Man was cheating. Not actually. I mean. Man. Yeah.
Yes. Wisdom right there. Thank you, Barbie. Appreciate it.
I said, but I mean, I seen some people and they cheated me. The boyfriend, yeah, before.
The boyfriend before.
Who could ever cheat on Barbie? Isn't that crazy? I can't believe anyone would ever do that. Barbie, can you move a little bit to your right because you're like the camera's like no, the other way. Could Travis, can you help her out? Like she's in the way of the camera right there. Just a little bit. Awesome. Cool. Do you want to go to the next
Which
video?
one? Give it to me.
Definitely want to see "Kiss Me for $1 Million."
Oh God. Okay, here we go.
Go back.
Yeah, just move your butt back here.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I love all you guys.
Sorry,
I
love it when she's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like everyone just gets quiet. It's like, okay, Barbie's going to say something.
Hang on every word. I know.
We just hang on every word. All right, ready? You guys watch this one. This one's great. Tell if this guy, see if this guy played this right.
Or kiss the prettiest girl in the world for $1 million.
$1 million to kiss the prettiest girl in the world?
Yes.
Do I get $1 million if I kiss you?
Mm,
No.
no.
Do I get $1 million if I kiss the prettiest girl in the world? Yes. Do I get $1 million if I kiss you? No. Do I get $1 million if I kiss you?
Mm,
$1 million.
No. No, you only get $1 million if you kiss the prettiest girl in the world.
Well, obviously, I'd pick the prettiest girl in the world and get $1 million. We'd be rich.
Yes, we would. But did you think to say, I'm the prettiest girl in the world?
But you're not. You're not. And that's okay. You're a solid 6. A high 6. And you're being selfish right now because we'd be $1 million richer.
Well, I don't even think you're a 6.
No. I don't care what you think I am. I pulled you $1 million. You'd have to take one for the team.
If you would have just said, babe, you're the prettiest girl in the world, you could have kissed me and gotten $1 million. That's the loophole.
But you're not.
Nicole, what do you think about that?
I think it was scripted.
Yeah, oh, you think about it?
I definitely think it was scripted.
Yeah. Julie, what do you think, Julia?
I've seen the clip. You have to be honest with yourself about your rating.
Okay.
Rock with that. I rock with that.
Fuck with that.
Good job.
We can
I'm a
both
4.
kiss
Let's
the
go,
prettiest
Mario. What do you
girl in
think?
the world.
Yeah, it was definitely scripted, but that was brutal, man. But he kept it real.
The timing. You're a 6,
Like
and that's okay.
It was a strong 6. Yeah, I mean,
We'd be rich. So funny. What do you think, honey?
I think it was terrible.
Yeah?
I think he's probably sleeping outside.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. What do you think, Gypsy?
So tacky. Like, know where you stand.
Wait, who? Her or him?
Both of them.
Both of them? Yeah. I was like, I pulled you. I don't care what you think I am. I pulled you, Tristan.
I mean, I've seen this clip before. I definitely think it was 1,000% scripted.
Yeah.
Everything they do is scripted.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They're like content creators.
Yeah. Every single thing.
Frenchie?
Super scripted, but if it was like a real thing, let's be real. Like the prettiest girl in the world.
Yeah.
You're only in your state. You got to think about the whole world. And if it was roles reversed, I guarantee you she would be like, you're not the hottest man in the
For sure.
world.
I like her.
Yes, she's got it.
I like her.
That's right. You should go to one of her parties. It's great. It's incredible.
Get on
Christy.
the list.
We can both kiss the prettiest girl in the world.
Yeah.
Put a one in the chat if you guys want to follow Christy now.
Respect.
All right,
Christy
both
just got 50,000 new followers on Instagram.
Incredible.
What just happened there? Okay, all right. I'm not gonna ask if what's going on here. Let's go. Do we have another one?
Well-
What do you think?
Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah.
No-win situation.
It's a no-win situation. Yes. Part of being in a relationship with a woman is lying to her so that she feels better. That's really important for you guys to understand. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Mario. What are you saying?
I don't think there's any problem with telling your girlfriend that she's the prettiest girl in the world.
Huh?
I don't think there's a problem with telling your
No,
girlfriend
I agree. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So
I would kiss
I think
you,
he could have just
and
said
then
it.
we'd be rich. Oh.
Wow.
You want to do The Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I want you to watch this video with The Rock, and I want you to tell me what you think about this, whether or not you agree with him, okay? Ready?
I love The Rock.
Which one was it? The
Rock.
Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Oh.
An alpha female. She doesn't look for a man to provide for her financially because she's capable of standing on her own. But don't misunderstand her independence. She won't settle for a man who can't step up and provide in other ways. She's not interested in someone who lacks ambition or direction. She doesn't mind being submissive to a man who earns her respect, but she'll never let the blind lead her. For her, submission isn't weakness, it's trust. And trust is built through consistency and strength. If you give her too many reasons to question your leadership as a man, just know it will be nearly impossible to regain her trust. She's not going to follow someone who doesn't know where they're going. She needs a man who leads with confidence, clarity, and purpose. You have to say what you mean and mean what you say. She values integrity over empty promises. It's really that simple. If you can't match her energy, her focus, and her vision, don't expect her to wait for you to figure it out. An alpha female knows her worth. She's not afraid to walk away when she's not valued. Respect her, lead with purpose, and watch her give you everything she's got. That's the balance she's looking for.
Okay, Christy, what do you think about this?
Why are you guys laughing?
No, Christy,
I want to know.
Christy, what do you think about
What
it?
do you
agree
think
with
about
The
it?
Rock?
So true.
You think it's so true?
Yeah.
Anybody else agree with it? Anybody
I
else?
actually shared that video.
Oh, stop. You think it's true? You like that? What about you,
do.
Julia? What do you think about that?
It's fake, right?
God damn it! Yes, yes,
Of course
guys.
it's fake.
It's a complete deep fake. None of that was real.
like, why
Last
are you
week we
guys
did the same thing. We did the same thing with 50 Cent, where he was like, "Men who want to date multiple women are weak and insecure." And I'm like, the dude who wrote Candy Shop and Magic Stick told you to not date multiple women, and these women were just like 27,000 likes. There's these videos that are coming out like this, where they're using an app called HeyGen, and they're just taking the dude's voice and they're just making him write the most simpy, cucky
Bro, they're
shit.
just taking Chris GQ Perry videos and just putting his voice.
That's exactly right. That's
exactly what that is.
exactly what that is. I was just so funny. I wanted to see how many of you would just like agree with it.
Why wouldn't
Well,
you?
Christy's intuition's telling her it's real.
Yeah.
Even if it's not real, like the Rock has like a great family from what it seems. Obviously, you never know, but he seems like he would be a good man. He like loves his wife.
Yeah, and I don't think he believes this crap.
And
I think it's incredible. I
think
think it's Rock. It's incredible.
Cent wouldn't say that.
Except he doesn't seem to be comfortable admitting he's on steroids. But other than that, I think it's absolutely
That's
great.
a
I think
personal
it's a great
problem. We don't care.
No, but all of it's personal. We're talking about his family.
I'm actually really uncomfortable hearing The Rock talk about a woman submitting to him.
Yeah.
I actually shared a part of that video where he did talk about submitting, and as a woman like myself, I do think it's kind of hard to submit to certain men, but when I do have like upstanding respect for them, it's not hard at all.
Yeah.
So that's the part that stuck out from that video to me.
For sure. Anybody else? Like it? Like the whole thing is like, yeah, I think it was just platitudes, and it was just really funny because you just write a script at HeyGen and then you just take anyone's voice and put it out, and these videos are getting 500,000 likes.
Yeah,
it's
because
crazy.
they pander.
That Chris
That's
GQ Perry nonsense with the dream, I think it got like 1 million likes. That's just what's going. And then
what's even crazier is that some of our guy friends responded to us saying, "Yeah, that's true."
Yeah, it was
that's
so insane.
crazy.
And there's
shit.
all these girls, like every hot girl I know was just like liking that video, and I'm like, you think you can catch your man cheating from a dream? Do you understand like how dangerous that is for every other part of your life if you start believing that? Like that is literally how the Salem witch trials happen. That is literally like we used to hang people that weren't the same color as us 100 years ago because we had fucking dreams about it. This is nonsense, dude. You find out if someone's guilty of something by reason, logic, and deduction, not from dreams and energy shifts, bro. I'm sorry. That's the only issue I have with it. I apologize.
But
I'm
what
sorry.
are your thoughts on what it's saying and not?
There's no such thing as
that
an
it's-
alpha.
Which one are we talking about?
The Rock one.
I mean, I don't care. Like, saying you're an alpha female is like saying I'm the woman with the biggest penis. Like, I just don't.
No.
Like, the qualities for alphaness in women are not the same. It's like, like a woman can be really intelligent and be a leader, but that doesn't make her alpha like a man is alpha. Does that make sense?
I agree.
Alpha, when alpha in the context we say masculine, bragging that you're the most alpha female is just like you're the toughest woman in the woman's prison. Like, that's all we're saying. Yeah. And that's just not an attractive quality.
I think it's ironic that like if you were to say like any guy at this table says I'm an alpha male, people go, you're not an alpha male, or there's no such thing as an alpha male, or they would criticize that. But the thing is, as soon as you start talking about alpha females, they're like, oh yes, of course, yeah, awesome.
What is an alpha female to you?
So the problem, again, like I said before, it contextually doesn't make sense. It's like saying I'm the woman with the largest penis. Like it doesn't make sense. And I mean, unless you like watch Chris GQ Perry, that audience might make sense to them, but it doesn't make sense like for you to do that.
Alpha female is the hottest girl at Wet Republic in the string bikini with the biggest tits and the longest hair.
I mean,
and the bluest
you can
eyes,
even say that, but that's not alpha because in that
Seriously.
case, she doesn't have the masculine qualities.
The reason why we've been talking about masculine qualities is because when you're applying the term alpha, like in the terms of alpha female, what you're saying is I'm a alpha male with boobs and tits, or boobs and vagina is what it is.
Can you point the microphone?
Well, no.
What
What it is you're basically using a masculine definition for
That's my question. So alpha
let me try it
to
again.
you is exclusively male.
No. Let's try it again. The term alpha and beta comes from taxonomy. Right, so when in biology we have an alpha gorilla, and the alpha gorilla will kill off all the other or beat off all the beta gorillas, and then will have sex with the harem of gorillas. Elephant bull seals, they'll have a harem of like 60. So alpha and beta is a placeholder. It's a placeholder for a male hierarchy in taxonomy. And what we've done is we've taken this thing that we're like, it's admirable to fight off all these other competitors and then fuck all these women. Yeah, then let's put this on women. It's like, no, that's not what women are. Women don't gain status by like killing their competitors and then sleeping with all. Okay, I'm sorry. What am I talking about?
Aggressive.
Unless you're Glorilla or unless you're Cardi B,
Renner.
unless you're Brittany Renner, I'm sorry. In that case, yes, that's what I'm talking about. But when you say alpha, when I mean technically from the taxonomy, use of the word alpha. When we say alpha, that's what we mean. For Homo sapiens, when we say alpha, it's just a placeholder. Again, my birthday, if I've got everyone's there and they're singing me happy birthday, in that moment, contextually, I might be the alpha. And then Tiesto comes on stage and then everyone looks at Tiesto. Tiesto's now the alpha. I'm having dinner with my friends and I'm the alpha. Then we go to a Tony Robbins seminar and everyone's looking at Tony Robbins. He becomes the alpha. It's just contextual. Does that make sense? So that's the only thing. Can women be great leaders? Yes, I had 2 squadron commanders who were female that were great leaders. Can women be loud and women be highly intelligent and skilled at their job? Yes, but we use the term alpha for something else. And now what we're saying is alpha, we don't even mean it as what I'm talking about, encouragement. We don't even mean it like beta is not even considered an insult. That's not what we're talking about. But what they're doing is they're taking something that is uniquely masculine from taxonomy and they're trying to put it onto women. Does that make sense?
It's force-fitting women into a male role, into a male definition.
Even when you say alpha for males, it's not a compliment. Do you understand? Like we think it was like, well, alpha, that must mean it's a compliment. And a lot of people do misuse the term for that reason, but that's not what it means. It doesn't mean a compliment. What it means is this is the guy who's taking a more aggressive stance. So if you want a woman to take a more aggressive stance, is that femininity? Does that make a woman more attractive? It doesn't. Does that make a woman, do you understand what I'm saying? We're crossing some of the lines.
I interpreted it different.
Okay, go ahead.
So I interpret it as as a woman that wants to do really well in her work, right? She wants to be a business owner. She wants to have multiple businesses.
Yes.
Maybe, she wants to do all these things that way and be financially independent, which is what it said in the video, right? Mm-hmm. We want a man who's not going to be like less than that, have no ambition, stay home all day, have no job, be on unemployment. You know what I mean? We want a man that's going to match that same energy. You know what I mean? So or if not more, and be just as respectable, ambitious, and lead in a way. Mm-hmm. We don't want a beta male.
How does that correlate to alpha though?
No. She's saying as she becomes
word.
more ambitious than the men she has to choose from, you understand that's fewer and fewer men.
Of course, yeah.
Right? Yes. You guys understand?
You price yourself out of the sexual market.
I'd love to ask, Julia, the percentage of American men that make $100,000 a year, what percentage do you think it is?
1%.
1% make $100,000 a year?
Oh, I thought you said million.
Yeah.
Sorry.
100. What do you think?
100,000? I don't think a lot. People are broke nowadays.
Okay. Anybody else have a guess?
I'm going to take a stab at it.
Go ahead.
28%.
28%? What do you think?
16%.
16%? What do you think?
I think it's higher than all that.
I don't know. The last 5 dates I went on, they were very wealthy people.
Well, you have to think about the average income.
You're a pretty girl who lives in New York. Go ahead.
You have to think about the average income coming out of university.
Yeah.
And then that's not 100,000. So you have to rack it up years, you're older. I'm going to say like a little bit higher than 1 million. I'm going to say like 8%.
Okay. Mario's about right. It's about 16%, about 17% of the population make that much money. So now if more than 60% of college graduates are female, they're going to make more money than men in general. And I forgot to look up this stat, but I believe under the age of 30 or 35, women are outpacing men as far as income in the United States. I know they are in Scandinavian countries. Like they're lapping men in these Scandinavian countries. But you said you want someone who makes more money than you.
Or just has the same, not even makes more money, but has the same ambition, has goals.
Sure.
Like,
is it about the money
someone
or
I could respect? Like you were saying, you want a man that you can respect.
Sure.
It's like,
Is it
I
about
want a man that I can respect, whether it's more or less money.
Is it about the money or like the mindset and who he is to become
I'm not
going
to go to work every day, work my ass off, and come home
Like
and
you're
cook
taking
dinner for
care
a
of
man
him.
that sat on the couch all day.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not what I'm going to do. You won't find me there.
How old is that guy? How old is he? Rain, what's the youngest?
He could be 80. I don't care.
What's the youngest you would date?
The youngest I would date? Probably like 25.
What's the oldest you would date?
What's the oldest you would date?
50.
50? What do you think? What's the youngest and oldest you would date, Barbie? The youngest man you would date and the oldest man.
Youngest and oldest. It depends on feeling.
Okay, it depends on the feeling. Got it. Okay, Frenchie, the youngest and the oldest, what would you say? What was your range?
Youngest 25, oldest 38.
38 is the oldest? Okay. What about you, Tristan? What's the youngest and oldest man you would date? I'm sorry, you're going to Harvard, so I didn't know. I thought that you were like good like that. I'm just kidding. What youngest and oldest woman you date?
Probably like 21's the youngest, and like I would say 30's the oldest.
30's the oldest. Got it. What do you think?
Probably like 29.
Yeah.
29 to like 50, mid 50s.
29 to mid 50s.
Yeah.
Why do you squint your eyes? Like I'm
Mike, I meant
like,
21. I meant 21 to 30 million. I just care about the money.
Oh, okay,
That's
you just
what
care
I
about
meant.
money.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, CJ Sparks came on here. How tall do you want your man to be? $5 million. What do you want him to do for a living? $5 million. What color do you want his eyes to be? $5 million. Go ahead.
Youngest, I really hate men in their 20s actually, so probably like 30 or older.
Okay, and
I
then
don't
the
really
oldest?
have a restriction on oldest, like
100.
Not 100. Maybe like 60.
60? Okay, 60. What about you?
As far as like dating, yeah, we're gonna start at 25. I'll go up to about, maybe like 45 max.
45 for dating, really?
But smacking,
yeah.
As soon as they cross over.
Okay, as soon as they cross over.
Yeah.
As soon as they cross over the river.
Things happen.
Miss Wilburn.
I'm old enough.
You legal.
Youngest, probably 40. Oldest,
That's the youngest.
I don't care.
Wow.
Oldest, you don't care? No. Okay.
I like
40
her.
million. Just 40 million. That's all that
No,
matters.
men in their 30s still are having fun.
Yes, you want them older so you can just beat them down. They can't argue anymore.
No, I don't want to beat them down. I'm very happy and want to have fun with them.
Yeah.
But like, I just want them to be chill. Like,
Got it.
in their 30s, they're still
horse
raw dogging sluts. Like,
Yeah, raw dogging sluts. That's a problem. We should stop raw dogging sluts. Go ahead. What do you think, Nicole?
I'm not going to answer that question because it's going to expose me,
What do you mean?
my age.
20 to 20
No,
to 25. That's the
27.
age of
And
men
no
you
one
are.
Tell me to.
Yeah, I just turned 27.
Yeah.
No, I think like probably 33, and I'm going to say maybe 50, but that's because I'm active, I'm athletic. I want somebody to be able to do those active activities.
For
with
sure,
me.
for sure. I also think 50 for men is different now because of peptides and TRT. It's very, like I have a lot of friends that are, I'm 47 and I have a lot of friends that are 50, 55. I mean, he's, 55,
I think
56.
it's different for a very small percentage. Of
Yeah.
men. I feel like most 50-year-olds are not.
Right, but I
getting-
do think more of them are going to get into that, and because of that, you're going to see more 55-year-old men with sub 14% body fat and like able to mend some of the problems that they have physically. And I think you're going to see a lot more with a certain group of the population. I understand.
I'm at 15 right now. I'm at 15%
15?
right now.
There we go. All right.
Let's just go with any. Minimum height. How tall do you want your guy to be?
I'm 4'11", so I'll take as short as 5'6".
I
I'll
don't
take
care
one for the
about
team.
height. I don't care about height or looks.
Because there's something with those short men.
We all have a shot.
You know what I mean?
All right. Julia's telling us that we all have a shot somewhere. So Julia's saying there's a chance.
I don't care about height,
Don't care?
looks, nothing physical. Just have good hygiene.
Does he have to be taller than you?
No,
Doesn't matter.
height. No, just be clean, good hygiene. Care about your appearance.
Does he
but
need
it doesn't
10?
matter about
Does he need
looks.
10
That's
or
how you're
20
born.
million?
He needs enough to provide for me. I'm high maintenance.
Minimum income.
There's not a number. If you can provide for me and make me happy, you're good.
Got it. Let's do this real quick so we can make this a little quicker. Who's the minimum height? You said what? 5'6"?
Yeah, 5'6".
Okay. Anybody else higher than 5'6"? What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Definitely. I'm 5'7" and a half, 6 foot.
6 foot. What do you want, Frenchie?
5'6".
5'6". What do you want?
I don't care.
Okay. Well, you don't care, Nicole.
Sense of humor.
Sense of humor. That's it.
Sense of
So
humor.
we'll do 5'7". We'll do 5'7". We've never done this before.
never gone that
This
low.
is the most realistic group of women we've ever had on
I
our
was
show.
expecting some crazy.
Ready? Okay. So we don't ask Julia the income. Anybody else have an yearly income, a minimum yearly income you're looking for?
It has to be 6 figures.
Has to be 6 figures. So 100,000.
Minimum
Anybody else?
I second that. It has to be
I mean,
like,
you
to live
in,
right
you live
now
in New
on
York,
your
so
own.
you're 6 figures
I live here.
Huh? Oh, that's right. You live here. I keep forgetting. Well, you used to live in New York, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So 6 figures here is like you need 400,000. You need 400,000 there. Yeah.
Yeah, like you need to be able to like live on your own, take care of yourself,
Yes.
and like buy your own groceries and
Yeah.
whatnot, all the fun
Feed
things.
3 cats.
You need at this time in this life, this world, you need like at least 6 figures to do that.
Got it. Frenchie, what's the minimum?
Right now, I would say the minimum is probably like 50,000 yearly.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, just because I know a lot of people, like their goals change. So when I used to have employees, they would make minimum wage bartending, but they'd work up to their goals that would make it 100,000 a year. So it kind of just depends right now for me. So how I see things, it really just depends on what your end goal is and if you're actually chasing that goal to make that amount of money. Because right now, what you make, it doesn't always mean you're gonna have that forever. So that's what I base it on.
Okay.
Amen.
Nicole, wait, did I already ask you the minimum? Okay, did I ask you a minimum?
Nope. For minimum, I agree with her. I think you just need to be able to support yourself.
Okay, so why don't we say 90,000? All right, we'll do that.
Back it down.
That's realistically. Okay, yeah. Again, this is the most. Usually, when we first started doing this, the delusional calculator, every woman was like 6'3" and $150,000 a year, not married, not obese, no kids. They were saying that, and they were like, "Yeah, I meet guys like this all the time." I'm like, "Yeah, but can you get them to settle down, or did you just meet them at a dance floor table at Hakkasan?" So
I'm gonna exclude obese.
Okay, so we're gonna exclude obese.
All right.
We said 5'7", 90K a year. Let's keep going. Any color,
any shade, any color,
and
any
then
race.
We said age. We said, can we go to 25 to 60? Let's
25,
go
25 to 60.
Yeah, let's go 25. They said 25. Let's do 25. Exclude married. Anybody don't mind dating married men?
Anybody want to be a homeless?
Because most of you have. Just kidding.
No.
Huh? Let's go.
You don't have anything else to say?
Absolutely not. We are girls,
So
and we will not
we'll
do
exclude marriage. Okay.
Okay. This is going to be the largest number we've ever done. So let's see what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Not married. Any race. 5'7". Wow. What percentage of men do you think that is? So we're saying 5'7" or taller. We said 90,000.
Not
or
obese,
more.
90,000.
Not obese. Not married. What else?
Any race.
Any race.
I'll take obese. I love a good fatty.
Okay. You like a good fatty? Okay.
You
What
like the
percent?
dad bod?
What percentage of the population
Yes.
did we just name? What percentage of men?
I don't know. Probably like 2%.
2%. What do you think, Frenchie?
I want to do the same with her, 2%.
2%. What do you think, Gypsy?
Yeah, I'm with like 10.
10%.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Like 7.
7%. What do you think, Julia?
I think it's high.
Yeah, I think it's high, too.
90% is like
$90,000 and
$90,000 is nothing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say like 30%.
30%. Nicole, what do you think?
Well, if 16% of the population makes 100,000 or more, I'm gonna go with 12%.
12%. It is 2.8% of the population you guys just named.
Wow.
2.8%. Yes, because this is the problem that happens a lot of times for girls who live in like Los Angeles, New York, Miami, is that you'll encounter you and 70 other women, like we said, raw dogging sluts. You and 70 other women will encounter the same guy who is 6'3" and does make $100,000 a year, and he'll date you, make you feel special. And in your mind, it's like, yes, I can get this guy anytime I want. Because you fucked a 10, you think you can get a 9 to commit. And a lot of times, women will go through dating apps, they'll swipe on 6,000 dudes. They won't swipe on hardly any of them, and they think I'm better than all these men because I had sex with the center fielder for the Yankees. Therefore, it's not going to be a problem for me to get these men. And then later on, then life hits, and it's like, wow, I was very much able to sleep with any of these men, even in your 30s, even in your 40s. If you stay in really good shape, you could do it. But could you get them to commit? And often you can't, and that's the problem.
Which percentage of these men are married?
Oh, none of them.
We clicked.
Yeah, we didn't click on
Is
that.
that percentage the world or the United
Of
States?
U.S. men.
That's
are
United
married.
States.
United States.
Which percentage of U.S. men are married?
We can ask Perplexity. You want to look it up on Perplexity?
And by the way, you're at 3 out of 5 kitty litter bags. You're aspiring cat ladies, all of you.
I hate cats. I'm not a cat lady.
So you coming over later to see? I got 3 cats.
I hate them.
No, right, because she said was one of them attacked you. You got to get over that. Cats are
It
incredible.
hurt. I was sleeping and it
lying.
jumped on my face.
I mean, it happens.
A homeless man gave her a kitten, and she took it.
Your
She
face
does
looks
not
fine.
feel
You're good.
bad.
But I gave it a home. That's all that matters.
Good. I've rescued
have the
11 of
cat?
them.
Absolutely not.
90K is a lot, right?
What's the percentage, Tristan?
Of men who are married,
Yeah.
47%.
47% of men in the United States are married.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow, that's actually
What percentage
pretty
of them
high.
are telling us that they're not married?
You could probably Perplexity that. Well, you want to go to the
No,
next
those
video?
surveys, like, they check census data, so you can't really lie. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that survey
can't lie
is
on that
that's
stuff.
based on census data and the CDC. That's all it is. It's not like, is he the same religion as I am? Is he funny? Does he come from a good family? Does he love his mom and puppy dogs and Disneyland and rainbows and everything else? And so, yeah. What do you want to do?
Let's do Vivica Fox. I like this one. This is a good one.
Oh man.
I
said this
very
many
much
times
relate
before.
to
50 Cent was the love of my life. He was the one that, dang, kind of blew that one. Happens. I was young, had been used to taking care of myself. 50 wanted me to be his princess, and I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So, my fault. But I am so glad to report to everybody that there is peace. We used to go at it publicly. Trust we did.
Did you learn anything from that relationship?
Sure. Let a man be a man. That's the biggest lesson that I learned dating 50 Cent was that when a man wants to take care of you, let him. And my relationship with 50 taught me in the future to always keep my relationships private. That was the biggest problem. We went public way too fast. You know, we were so into each other. It was like, oh, let's let the whole world know we like each other.
Anybody have any feelings on this? Let a man be
Is
a man.
this one real?
I agree.
That is real.
Is this one real?
Go ahead.
No,
tell me.
let anyone be anyone. You know, live your life, girls and boys.
Well, I like the part where he's like, he wanted me to be his princess. When a man wants to take care of you, let him. I like that. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I would rather I think it might be a better idea to let him take care of you rather than have a fucking dream that he was cheating on you and then just leave him because of a dream.
I'll be quiet in that case. If they're taking care of me and I have my dream, it's okay.
Yeah?
Just keep my
Wait,
mouth
keep going. Expound,
I can
Christy.
keep my mouth shut and just keep on
If they're
pushing.
taking care of you, it's all good?
Yeah, I'll go to the spa that day.
You go to the spa, it's all good?
Get
Tell
my hair
them
done.
that. I agree.
Yeah? You go to the spa. If you have a bad dream, it's fine?
The dream thing, we're still on that. It's kind of crazy, the dream thing.
Yeah.
It's fake. Like, you need facts, evidence, etc.
Word.
Nicole, what do you think?
I agree with all of that.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever had a situation, anybody here had a situation where a man was like that and you didn't see it? Maybe you were a little too rambunctious, a little too alpha to figure it out? Go ahead.
Me.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't really like all the time being like not having the ability to pay for my own things.
Okay.
Sometimes it makes me feel like, I don't know. I want to show that I'm capable as well.
Yeah.
I think a problem for a lot of women is some men will do this and they'll expect something in return, even if you've set boundaries, even if you said, you know, I'm not interested in anything more. They'll try and spoil you and give you things.
Oh, you're talking about sugar daddy stuff. You're not talking about a relationship.
I'm talking about just anything.
Okay.
You know, helping you out, doing anything, just trying to do stuff for you. And you've already expressed that you're not interested in certain ways.
Okay, yeah, you're backing this up to like before the relationship. You're talking about someone you're not interested in having
in a
sex
relationship with.
Which you would have sex
So I
with
think-
someone in a relationship, I would imagine, right? You're in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you mean about? Because I'm a little confused about things that are promised.
What do you mean things that are
So it sounded to me like you met a guy, not you, but a hypothetical proverbial you would meet a guy and this guy would offer to take care of you, but in
I
his
like to be treated like a princess if I'm into somebody. If I'm in a relationship with them.
Correct.
But, you know,
but you said he would imagine he was promised certain things. What certain things are you talking about?
not in a relationship. But
Yeah, okay, so we're on the same
who
page.
want to spend money on you and do all this, you know, help you out.
We're
do
on the same
whatever.
page.
Yeah, do whatever.
it's Vegas dating.
Right, and women will
Vegas
build an
dating.
outer shell.
Amazon wish list
protect
dating. Yeah.
themselves from people who will try and give her things, and instead of saying just thank you and accept it,
Yeah.
you know, they push them away because there's a lot of men out there who expect, even in relationships, there's a level of expectation that they want from something. If they're, you know, it's a give and take.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, you're talking. We're specifically there together. Vivica Fox and 50 Cent are together, and in that situation, she wanted. And I don't think it's like Vivica Fox was a famous actress. She made plenty of money. She was fine. I think it was more like she didn't want to be seen as his second or his partner. I also agree with the other part about going public with your relationship. And the other thing I'll tell you, you remember what I said before, don't tell people you're going to start a podcast, just start it. Don't tell people you're going to the gym, just go to the gym. Do it. Don't tell people you're going to break up with someone, just do it. Don't tell anyone. Let them find out 6 months from then. That's what I was saying. The same situation with the Travis Hunter situation, the same situation with the Logan Paul situation. If they break up with their girl, don't tell anyone. Let them find out 6 months later when you're dating someone else, because don't make it a story. Going public with it is difficult. It makes things very, very difficult. You did a good
demonstrate.
You did a good job for 28 years, keeping your relationship private, and I think that's a really, really good idea. Anybody else?
I agree. I think once you put your relationship out there, people try and ruin it.
It's really hard to get OnlyFans subscribers once you put your relationship out there.
I've always said I would
launch.
never post my boyfriend until he proposed.
Nice. When did he propose? How long ago?
I've been engaged once, but
yeah, got it.
but
Okay.
I'm not engaged right now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, awesome. What do you think, Tristan?
Hey, we got a $100 super chat. Thanks, Red Lens. He says, showing your support for Rolo and Mike. Keep up the great work. Love the show. Love
Beautiful.
You too, brother, man. Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, awesome. You want to go to another one?
Yeah.
Anybody else have any thoughts?
Are we reacting to the Travis Hunter situation on this one?
Do we have anyone?
Do we have any? There's like
might.
8 I sent you if
From
you
my
scroll
old
back.
one. I'll have to go look
It's
one
fine.
up.
I don't think we have any. Let's do the ick.
Oh, God.
What ick? I love the icks. I'm so mad.
No, we can tell you love it.
Don't panic. You don't want to give her the ick. Just relax. Come on, man. Can you just leave us alone?
Does this look like a game to y'all? I'm not playing around.
Crap, that didn't work. God, why does this have to happen while I'm on a date? Why couldn't he have done this when my mom was visiting? She could have given him her purse or something. Okay, act tough.
Hey, man, you don't want this problem. You know who I am? Man, do it look like I'm playing around?
Oh, man, he knows I'm on a date. Okay, you know what? Screw it.
Hey, man, can I talk to you in private? Bro, can you please help me out? I can't give this girl the ick, man. This is my third first date this week. I feel you, bro, because dating these days is hard. I mean, the girls get the ick for anything. I got you. Jamel? Oh, I didn't realize that was you, dog. What's up, baby? My fault. Y'all be good, man.
Wow, you handled that well.
Hey, well, you know, that's what I do.
Too well. Why can't guys show emotion? I know you were scared. You couldn't just cry or something? You're giving me the ick right now.
Give me money! Okay. Oh my God.
See? Now that's a real man.
Yeah, this reminds me of that old TikTok where the guy gets pulled over. He's like, "Why are you speeding?" He's like, "Cause I'm in the hood." He's like, "That's a good ass.
That's
reason.
a good ass.
That's
reason.
a good ass." Reason.
And then he goes, "You got any guns in the car?" No. It goes, "Let me go get you one. Let me go get you a car." That's a dangerous ass neighborhood. Awesome. What do you think?
I actually got distracted reading some of these mean ass comments up here.
Oh, they mean?
No, in my chat, no.
Mean comments up there, yeah.
Well, don't listen to them. They're not.
I got the ick.
You got the ick from
Guys,
the guys?
you want to hear one of my icks?
Yes.
What are your icks?
So there's a new ick I have. Girls,
Okay, hold
listen.
on,
Tell
hold
me
on.
if this is true. So men that drink out, men that drink out of those big gallon like water bottles
Uh-huh.
that have like the straw on the top and
Yeah.
they just sit there going at their
Yes.
water. That's an ick.
Andrew Tate talks about this. Like, if you're gonna drink water, drink the fucking water. Don't walk
Yeah.
around.
Straws are
with
for
a sippy
girls.
cup. Yeah.
Straws are for girls. Blankets are for girls. Straws are for girls.
How are you supposed-
Wait, what are some other icks? Like, list them
So
out.
how are you supposed to
Blankets,
drink?
men that
That's what I
wear-
want to know.
use
It's like out of the
blankets.
gallon
It's
jug.
Like,
So because he drinks
with a
Can you
blanket on?
imagine just a man cuddling up on the couch with his blankie?
Oh, heck.
You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of an ick.
Because a man would have a blankie or drink from a straw, he should not be able to pass his genetics into the future. Is that correct?
No. It's just an ick.
That's what it means,
I
though.
can still, talk to them perhaps.
Yeah.
As long as they don't build up. If it's just, you have to like them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But there's
Some
just too many
icks
icks.
are fixable.
Okay, some icks are fixable.
Yeah.
Like
Do
no
you-
more blankets.
I'm gonna ask from a third person perspective. Do you guys think maybe that different women have different icks and like us dating you might seem like a fucking minefield sometimes?
Yes.
Like we have no idea. All of a sudden she doesn't like. I can't stand people who are left-handed who are adopt animals. Like weird stuff like that.
silly.
Like no, you say it's silly, but it's not silly. People, dude. Ladies, any here have a weird ick? Like just a unique ick to you? Anybody?
I shared.
Alina, do you have an ick?
I have a list.
I know a lot
Oh,
of them.
yeah,
I know
man.
a lot of them. I
I'm so
know you
excited.
have a
Let's
lot.
go.
Let's see that.
She has a list of icks on her phone. Is everybody ready?
God damn.
Hold on to your butts. Everybody ready? Let's go.
Prepared. Okay, my ick list.
Scoot towards Tristan.
Let's grab
There
it to
you
your face.
Got excited here. Tennis or shorts, wearing them in the nightclub. Like those like plaid shorts.
Yeah.
Bust down Rolexes.
What do you mean? Bust down.
Bust
Iced out,
out.
like
iced
Iced out
out.
Rolexes.
Yeah. Can't read a wine menu.
Okay.
Thinks Nurse-ette is good in the slightest capacity.
Who?
Thinks what?
Nurse-ette.
Nurse-ette?
Nurse-ette Steakhouse.
No, I don't know what that is. Okay, go ahead.
The Salt Bay guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
And then, that's pretty much it.
What? There's a whole list right here.
Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going.
I think it'd be funnier if Tristan read your icks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's just the first list. Don't scroll down.
So wait,
too
all
much.
of these are like, okay.
These are. Yeah.
Its first list is icks. The second list is threesome she's had. So we don't want to. Just the
If
first
you
list.
like any of these things.
Yeah.
Okay, so for icks for a date, we watched Blair Witch Project.
That's a problem?
That's a problem.
Okay, keep going.
A VIP cabana.
Okay, that's a problem?
That's a problem.
VIP cabana?
Well, any guy that's like springing immediately on a VIP cabana, like on his own, automatically like a slut.
What?
When he
No, hold on. Yeah, watch. Keep going.
wait. When he inducts you into a reverse harem.
Or hit like
What's
his
that?
hair, a guy with a harem.
Okay, guy with the harem.
okay.
Okay, got that.
I run into a lot of those constantly.
Okay.
Wait.
And this is a different.
What
list.
is that?
Okay.
Where?
Yeah.
Is there more?
Where do you run into
Or this
those
is it?
This might be it. I think. Oh wait! Wow!
Oh, okay. This is
a
the
real one.
master list.
Topical.
When he sits on your face?
Sweats. So when you're having
Sweats on your face.
Sit on your
when
face.
you're having sex
Oh
and
my
he sweats on you.
Disgusting.
When he's on top of you.
Oh.
Oh, it's disgusting. So you think it's disgusting when he sweats on you while you're having sex?
Dripping.
Yeah.
Men
I think
that,
it's hot.
all right. Men that do steroids tend to sweat a lot.
Yeah.
Drips on your face. Disgusting.
That's gross.
Never
Yeah. What do you think?
again.
The steroids? Anybody here? What do
People
you
in
think,
Vegas
Nicole?
do steroids? I didn't know that.
What?
Everywhere. It's everywhere.
You said drip?
No, trypophobia.
Trypophobia? What's
Why are you
that?
scared of holes?
Holes?
Oh, get
Yeah.
I'm
scared of holes.
I will cry. Don't
I
even.
don't know what this is.
It's
what
the
are you saying?
fear of
It's
pattern
horrible.
holes.
Holes? I don't
Yeah.
know. I
Why
don't
are
know
you
what that
scared
is.
of holes?
You know, like
ex-boyfriend who told me he had
Trypophobia.
trypophobia, and it just
Okay.
gave me the.
I don't know what that is.
Wait,
Go ahead.
let's keep going. So if he's a musician, that's an ick?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What's wrong with being a musician?
I don't mean it like that.
What?
A fedora?
Fedoras in it.
I like fedoras.
Shout out to pickup artists all over the world. Shout out to pickup artists all over the world. There you go. Keep going.
Inviting me to your work for any reason.
Okay. Really? You're at my work, motherfucker. You're at my work now.
I don't want to see
Working
what you do.
man.
I just want to reap the benefit.
Okay, got it.
Poker.
What?
Poker.
Basketball.
Wait, you don't like basketball?
I got put at a table
This is
in West
expensive.
Hollywood with like all NBA players, and I was like, yeah, I'm not interested.
Okay, hold on. What if they just play basketball
Yeah,
for
what if
fun?
we just play
That's,
basketball?
that's okay.
Okay,
but like NBA
basketball players.
Yeah, NBA
Okay.
players are professional athletes.
Got it.
No.
Because they
What
like
about
Selena
flag
Powell
football?
and AJ. Got it.
What?
Has ads on Spotify. What does this mean?
Has ads on like Spotify. Like,
Oh, like he doesn't pay for premium?
yeah, like you get into his
Oh,
car.
he has ads. I thought he was buying ads, bro. I was like, what?
Like, what?
He didn't buy Spotify Premium. What a cheapskate. This is insane. Keep going.
Dirty. Oh, this makes sense. Dirty floors,
Yeah, of course.
toothpaste splatter on the bathroom
Of course.
mirrors,
I don't have a problem with that. Go ahead.
unscented lotion. Or okay,
Unscented lotion?
Next to the nation.
wait. You try and take a bubble bath together, and you get in the water level, and it rises. You have to lay on top of him. Your skin, when it collides, making this sucking noise. I really worked
Did
that.
you make this list all at once, or did you slowly add to
So wait,
this list?
is this this list is either about one guy or many guys?
Many men. This is
Many
it.
men.
Many men, like 50 Cent.
bro.
50 Cent. Keep
Oh,
going.
if he plays slots, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Loser.
that's crazy.
Keep going.
Any vehicle with upholstery seats.
Okay.
Okay. When he
Interesting.
tries to tell you about him winning his 4th grade spelling bee.
Yes.
Did that really happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's hard.
Wait, are these all things that have happened?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I have a really real.
Oh, real quick. Go ahead,
leather's okay,
Julia, real
but
quick.
upholstery is not okay.
Julia, go.
Didn't spring for leather.
This
Why
is
would-
so
Okay, so I should
real.
pick you up in the
No, keep
Camaro
going
and not
through
the
these. Go ahead.
Tacoma.
Julia,
Got it.
go.
Okay.
We go through most of it.
Giving me stories about fun times with your ex.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Real.
No,
Like,
thanks.
thanks for sharing. Perhaps not next
That
time.
was a crazy list.
That's
It's
insane.
hilarious. I
I
love
just
it.
pretend I'm a virgin. I don't have an ex.
Because
I
I
don't
don't really get upset, but like that, it definitely something clicks whenever I'm like, oh, why are you thinking about that?
You had fun with someone else? Oh my
No,
god.
just like, why are you telling me? Tell your boys.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning when you're just getting to know a guy and he brings up things he did with his ex, like save. Like if
You're
you're in a
cheating on me
relationship
before
and
you
it's like
met me.
years later, it's like different. But like I don't want to get to know you if it seems like you're still talking about your ex or even
That's
hung
not
up
just
on
an
it.
ick for me. That's a red flag.
That's
You're not over
freaky.
your ex. Bye.
Yeah, freak.
For sure. Totally. Anybody? Any other icks that you guys have? This is such a great thing to talk
Tristan, name one ick you have as a guy.
Maybe butt crack
yeah.
showing when they get out of the car.
about. Yeah. Long shirts. MOAmentoring.com. That's why we sell these things. They go down to your fucking knee. They're like smocks. Go ahead.
For me, I just like hate dumb people. So when they're not intelligent, that's a nick for me.
Dumb. Got
What's
it.
an example of this?
Huh?
Example.
Like if you can barely put a sentence together or like have your own thoughts, like
Fair enough.
you're just not like coherent. I really find that as a turn off.
Ready? You guys ready for my turn off?
Oh
Yes.
boy.
I had a girl that I was going on a date with, and so I have a degree in astronomy. I was going to Mount Charleston. Do you guys remember that year there were 4 blood moons? This is like 2016. You guys
Yes.
remember that? So I went up to Mount Charleston. I had
Of
like
course you
40,
do.
50 people going up there with me, and I was going to teach a class. Did you go to this? I was going to actually teach a class on astronomy, and I was going to go over the entire solar system, and I was going to go up there to do this. A girl that I was seeing told me to wait for her for a lunar eclipse and got mad at me because I didn't wait for her for a lunar eclipse because
you see my point.
Do you understand the level of narcissism you need to tell the fucking solar system to wait on you for a lunar eclipse? That was like, to me, I was like, wow, the delusion. That is the highest level of delusion I'd ever heard in my entire life. That was an ick. There you go.
I love a good solar eclipse.
Yeah.
Mario, what's
what
an
is
ick
it?
for
Lunar?
you?
That and having real boobs. That is, I'm just kidding. I'm Mario.
What's your biggest ick?
My biggest ick?
Yeah.
Man, that is. I got a few of them. Don't get in my car and touch my music. All right. Don't. You know, I think it's real inconsiderate when you're in my vehicle and I'm driving and you want to dictate. It shows that you don't know how to share.
So you're not giving her aux.
Yeah, to me it shows like you don't know how to share. Like I'm giving you a ride and then you want to control the narrative in my vehicle. I don't like that.
Listen,
don't play Cardi B in my car.
Loves I mean,
Do I have to be your car prisoner to ride with you?
No,
I thought it's called Passenger Princess.
It's a respect thing. I'm not listening to Cardi B in my whip.
Listen, everyone likes
I
Pimp
get
C.
that.
Everyone. That's what we're listening to. And we can listen to whatever you want as long as it's Pimp C. It's fine. That's all we're doing.
100%.
Yes. Put a 100 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Smoke something. All right.
What you got?
You're vibing.
Huh?
You're like vibing. You like have a vibe going, and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one other ick.
Flow.
I have one other ick. Don't tell me how I feel. You can ask me how I feel. Don't fucking tell me how I feel.
I hate that. That is enraging.
Don't tell me how I
Can we
feel.
have an
Hey, are you? Huh?
Can we have an example?
It's like you looked at that other girl and you like her. I'm like, don't know. Ask me if I looked at the other girl and ask me how I feel. Don't tell me how I feel.
Amen.
That drives me crazy when people do that because what you're doing is taking away my agency. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't respect me enough to have my own agency that you're going to tell me how I feel. I have no issue with that. And by the way, you can also tell me your opinion about something I'm doing, but don't tell me I'm wrong about something factual. You can tell me I'm wrong if you have proof that I'm wrong about something factual. That's not an issue. But if you tell me that I'm wrong about something factual when you don't look it up or whatever, it's like, one person explained to me that she didn't believe that Dallas-Fort Worth had more people than Houston, Texas, but it did. And so she's telling me I'm wrong. It's like, no, you can't tell me I'm wrong about something I'm actually right about. This isn't an opinion. That is a huge ick for me.
Someone clip that. That was really good advice.
I'll put another ick.
That was good advice.
When you feel differently, you change the past from what actually happened.
Yeah, for sure.
That
It's
is
like consistently retconning the past.
That's
definitely.
1000%.
And the other thing,
changing the past based on how you feel in the moment.
I don't want to get too far into this, but like, guys, liars, none of us want to be with liars, but when you exaggerate, you're a liar. You're just a liar. Like, for instance, we're having a conversation and then you exaggerate and say, you did this with your ex or you did something and it was a clear exaggeration. That just lets me know when you're emotional that it's okay in your mind to tell a lie. So why not cheat? Because you're emotional. It's like that. You're just giving yourself permission to tell bigger and bigger lies. When people who exaggerate when they get in fights, I have a huge fucking problem. That's business partners. That's anybody. I have a huge problem when you exaggerate because you're just a lie. You're saying, hey, this feels like I should say something that isn't true, and I'm giving myself permission to say something true. I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
Cool?
I would say one of my, I don't know if it's an ick, it's a pet peeve or an ick really, but like when people tell me like what I said or what my book is about, and I know goddamn well they never read it because like they're telling me stuff that I know is factually untrue, but like it's something that I'm the author of 5 books, right? So, and one of those is about 11, well, almost 12 years old right now, and it tell me stuff that's in my book. I'm like, that's not in my book, and I know you haven't read it, and you've had 12 years to fucking read it. So it's like that's kind of, I don't know if that's like a peeve, but the other thing, I get.
So they have like a caricature of what they
Yeah,
think.
for sure. People hit me up and they're like, Michael, I
Yeah.
don't like your program because you tell men it's okay to cheat. Like, pull up the fucking video where I tell people it's okay to cheat.
Please copy and paste that.
Let me
and
see
let's
that video. I'd like to
discuss
know that video. Whenever it says people do this all the time, they straw man us because you are losing the argument. It gives you permission to exaggerate. Therefore, you're giving yourself permission to lie to win the argument. This is not just a relationship thing. This is people who want to debate me on the internet. This is business partners. These are friends, and these are girls that I date. I have a huge problem when you feel like you have giving yourself the right to exaggerate and lie. That's the main thing.
I guess an ick would be like chicks who smoke too much weed. Like, and that's all they need.
Anybody.
It's anybody, but like, it's okay. I mean, smoke weed, right? It's legal. But like, if you need it every fucking day to function, and then
I'm pretty amazing.
And
Yeah, I
then
can give you a lot of anxiety.
and then I'm supposed to have a carry on a conversation with you, and I'm supposed to take you seriously, listen to you, and everything. Well, I know that you're stoned, and it's like.
Yeah.
That's
Since
that-
you're
that would be
sober,
an ick.
Michael, do you have an ick about girls drinking, doing drugs, partying?
No. So my only issue is this, like the drinking, if you're going to drink without me or need to drink without me, and there's 2 big ones, and it's It's the Coca-Cola, because we're on YouTube. It's the Coca-Cola, it's the Miss Molly, and it's the tequila. Because in those things, if you're doing those things without me, I know that men give other women tequila so that they can sleep with them. Same thing. What? Like same thing with the Coca-Cola. Same thing with the.
So Dre's after hours.
So Dre's out. Yeah,
that's your ick.
It's not an ick. It's a red flag. Like, why do you? So you needed the girls' trip to Dubai without me? Got it. Okay. Like, I understand. That would be my only thing. I actually find people when I go out in social situations who don't drink, I find them boring. It's really weird for people to grasp this. I think people are kind of boring when they don't drink. I actually like people when they drink around me, but I'm completely sober.
I'm fun.
Yeah, because I'm just
stayed
fun.
out till 7 a.m. the other night, completely sober, only drinking ginger ale.
Okay,
and I danced
but
my
you're
little
fun. But
heart
you're
out.
fun. A lot of people they get this anxiety whenever stuff's going on, and I don't have any anxiety. I woke up this morning ready to have sex. I woke up this morning ready to talk and ready to dance. I don't need your drugs. That's it.
Excellent.
Let's do go fishing. Guys, tell me if you guys think this is a really good idea. Let's look here real quick.
So this one right here, as you can see, the best hobby to have as a cheater.
Fellas, it's fishing.
Oh.
And I found this out because I was with a girl before, and I told her that I was at a gym, and I thought the gym was 24 hours, but she Googled it and found out that they closed early. This bitch. So what I thought was I can either start being a good dude, or I can find me a place that don't close, and that's exactly what I did. And the good thing about fishing is that you can go fishing in the morning, in the afternoon, or at nighttime.
True.
Another good thing about it, too, is that there's no physical address. You're going to a fucking lake. You're just going to a natural resource. So that's good. And another thing that's good about fishing is that you have no time limit on how long you're going to be gone.
True.
If a bitch asks you what time you coming back, you say, bitch, we're in the bait zone. One of the best hobbies you can...
It makes sense why my dad loved fishing so much. I had a fishing trip scheduled this weekend. No, I can't go. Because she's... Bro, why you giving out the sauce? He said, I ask myself that every day, bro. Am I helping or hurting?
Oh my God! He goes out of vision trip. Cancel this week. I had to cancel.
He found the cheat code. For real, he did.
Really did.
And it's so funny because my dad's a pro fisherman.
Okay, really?
My dad is a pro fisherman in Austin, Texas.
Guys, he found the cheat code. See that? See what
You
she did there?
can't fish here though. Where are you gonna go? Lake Mead in the middle of the night?
Yeah, Lake Las Vegas. No, there's a lot of fish in Lake Las Vegas. There's a lot of fish in Lake Las Vegas.
Pond?
Lake Mead, they got fish in there. They got yeah. Anybody else have any
They got a lot
opinions
of
about
other
this?
things too.
I'm never swiping right on any of the fish dudes on Tinder again.
she's
That's
adding
for
to
sure.
the list of icks.
The X, if he fishes. Yeah.
That's an ick for me.
If the guy's holding the fish,
Holding a fish by the mouth. Yeah, just holding it there.
That's an ick?
Yeah, that's an ick.
that's an X.
I like
So
fishing.
you don't like
In a dating profile, yeah.
ladies? Is there any cheat code that you ladies have to where you can just get away with it really easy? Because we know ladies are better at hiding cheating than men. No one seems to be disagreeing with me. Let's go. Does anybody have any? Go ahead.
Other girls' houses.
Other girls' houses is a good one. Okay, that's a good place to cheat. Anybody else have a lady, like a little lady cheat code?
I don't cheat.
Anybody else? No.
I don't understand.
Wow.
I have never done that.
Our
Just
intuition
saying.
will always catch you.
Huh?
Our intuition
No,
will
no, no.
always catch
Well,
you.
the thing that women do, hey, I'm going to do blank, if you were going to cheat, that would help you get away with it.
You got something?
I'm not going to expose myself like that.
Yeah, just because he exposed the men doesn't mean we're going to expose the women.
My bad. She's not giving away her secrets.
Okay, awesome. So at least we know there are secrets. Thank you. I just wanted to.
I went on a podcast.
I went on a podcast. I went on a podcast.
They got a pact, man. They all protecting each other and they got a little
I
bubble.
definitely, I'm not going to say who, but obviously, but I've definitely had a girl come on here before who absolutely was cheating, and she used this podcast as an alibi for her boyfriend. 100%.
And talked about it on the podcast.
100%. I've actually had that happen before.
We heard that story earlier.
Awesome. Yeah?
Yeah. Didn't you tell that story earlier? She
Which
had the
one?
mic
She
on.
sucked the wiener.
Oh, no, that's a different one. That's a different story. That's a different story. All right, what else do we have?
Let me grab for you.
Let's see if we got another one. Oh, gosh, this is such a great way to start the new year. Getting all you
another
guys
one,
back.
Mike. We're going to Dre's.
Oh, yeah, we're going to Dre's. That's not lying that you're cheating. That's just openly
Look
cheating.
at all these mean comments.
What are they saying?
Cole, just stop reading the comments. I don't
Yeah,
even
well,
read them.
I'll go through
They
them.
hate me, dude. They hate me.
That's all I do is
sorry, I
monitor
can
comments
read.
on this show. Okay, what do you want to do?
I can't read them. I'm so happy.
Oh, no, yeah. We do have one Travis Hunter video. Ready?
Yeah.
Hold on, before we do this,
cheat.
guys, who here knows who Travis Hunter is? Can you raise your hand if you know who Travis Hunter? Mark, you got to know who Travis Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody here, you know who Travis Hunter
This is awesome.
Anybody here
Face
aware
on
of the
it.
situation with the current Heisman Trophy winner? Anybody?
Oh, yes, and his girl.
Yeah, and his girl. Okay,
Yes.
cool. So let me explain to you guys what's going on. Travis Hunter he plays cornerback and wide receiver at Colorado. He's by far the best player in college football. He just won the Heisman Trophy. He's one of the best wide receivers in college football, probably the best corner in college football. He's probably be third pick in the draft. His girlfriend, throughout this time, she's older than him, and they do live streams together, and she just totally snitches on herself. She says, he wasn't my type. He takes me to parties and waits outside the party while I go in and party. There's now video of her at these parties grinding on other men, right? This has come out since he's won the Heisman Trophy. During the Heisman Trophy ceremony, she would not stand up to clap when everyone else was clapping. And when fans came up to get an autograph from him, she looked angry as shit. During their final game at Colorado, she wouldn't hug him. She turned away and gave him the friend zone, turned away like this. Turns out that she's had an OnlyFans. She has a ring on her ring finger. She has a $sign tattooed on there. And there's also celebrities. Whenever Anthony Edwards, who is the point guard for the Minnesota Timberwolves, there was a video that he posted, and she posted heart eyes on the video while she is engaged to Travis Hunter, the current Heisman Trophy winner. Everyone in the world is telling Travis Hunter to stop dating this girl. This was before the video came out of her being grinded on by another man, and the other man that she was grinding on has now put out merchandise of a photograph of him grabbing her ass. He's selling sweatshirts of this right now. When that happened,
with his Heisman Trophy on the back.
With his Heisman Trophy on the back. Now, Travis Hunter and his girlfriend have both deactivated their social media accounts. She tried to defend herself, and it's gotten really, really bad in this whole situation, okay? It makes sense? In first, he didn't believe it. He didn't know about all this stuff, and then the internet is undefeated. They went out and did a ton of research and found out all this crazy stuff about her, and so we have a reaction video here and just see what you guys think. Ready?
Hey guys, this is a message for Travis Hunter. Lil bro, I am the fucking most desperate man in America, right? And even I won't take a girl back if she doesn't pick me first, right? Bro, your girl is literally commenting on fucking Anthony Edwards shit and other people. Bro, your girl is mid, not even a 6, bro. I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, I would have done anything for my first love too, right? But I get it, bro. You are about to be a fucking millionaire. You're gonna have the top of the top bitches, right? You are gonna literally have the top 10s of the 10%. You are a Heisman winner. You're going to the NFL, bro. This girl is only sticking around because her family made her. Yeah, you might love it, but bro, come the fuck on, bro. This girl is using you. She is taking whatever money she can, and she's gonna run to anyone else, bro. What is your fiance doing posting on someone else's shit? Come on, man. There is no fucking exemption list, bro. I don't care who the fuck you are. Bro, I am a 0 out of 10, and I have standards, bro. What is wrong with you, my man? You got hundreds of people telling you, and you think they're talking shit? No, they're telling you how it is in the real life, bro. Come on, move on. Bro, get the prenup at least. At least have a fucking page prenup.
Oh my God. What do you think, Mario?
Listen, man, I seen this in the beginning, man. I felt bad for the kid, man. Incredible talent, man. But obviously that relationship is definitely not genuine, right? And you can see she's in it for any type of monetary gain. She's not attracted to that guy at all, but he can do better, man. I hope he does move on from her.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Mike, we talk about this for 3 hours even before we go to this podcast. Half the problems we encounter are just men just not even knowing their worth, having no self-respect. This is the greatest example of that I've ever seen. Where he just does not know how valuable he is.
What makes this more unique is that everyone who was criticizing Logan Paul was kind of looking for his downfall. Everyone who was criticizing Aiden Ross some of them were looking for his downfall. Everyone loves this dude. Everyone who was looking at Neon when he was getting cheated on, everyone was hating for his downfall. Everyone loves Travis Hunter. That's what makes this unique. None of us, it's embarrassing because imagine if we were in the situation, you find out your girl did all this stuff. What do you do? How do you just dump her the next day? That makes you even look weak too and super reactive. And the problem is no one's given him a way out, but Dion is kind of trying to give him a way out. But I know Dion. The thing that baffles me the most about this is Deion Sanders at Jackson State had Brittany Renner come speak to the whole team. Brittany Renner, who wrote a book about getting athletes to get you pregnant and have a baby, and she had a baby with PJ Washington. Brittany Renner met Travis Hunter and gave her this speech, and he still did this. That's the part that is mind-blowing to me. So, yeah, that's part of crazy. Ladies, what do you think?
It's a canon event. You just have to let him learn his lesson, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you got to let it play out, and he'll figure it out, you know? It
What do you think?
happens to us all.
Since he's so okay with it, was he cheating too?
So one of the things she said is a red flag with Travis is that Travis had cheated previously on a previous girlfriend, but they started dating when he was 16 years old.
And I think she's 4 years older
I
than
think
him.
she's a piece of shit, but like,
I think she was 19 or 20 and he was 16 years old. Like that's the part that was crazy. What do you think, Nicole?
I don't know. My heart breaks for him. I think all of us girls have been in a situation where we've been embarrassed by a man like that.
Yeah.
And my heart breaks for somebody like that in
Yeah.
that situation.
It'll grow him as a person when he realizes.
Well,
when he
I
learns,
also
he
think it's a
loves
lesson for
himself
all of us.
more.
I really do think this is a lesson for dude. Ladies, if your man is cheating on you and you want to leave, if you want to stay, it's whatever. I don't have a problem with it. The difference is, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get a ton of pushback from women on this, but I'm just going to say it. If you're a woman and you stay with your man, yes, it hurts. If you're a woman and you stay with men, yes, there are some women who talk shit about you, but you're not going to lose your job, and other men will date you. If you're a man and you stay with a woman who cheats on you, you will be fucking humiliated. You will lose your job. You will lose friends. People will literally make accounts and reaction videos ad nauseum about you. Hillary,
You're going to play football games and the rival team will talk shit about you.
literally the
saying
rival team is going to post pictures of his girl. Hillary Clinton and Beyonce lost $0 and zero status for sticking with their man. I'm not saying to stick with your man. I'm saying there's a double standard when it comes here. When women stay with men who cheat, they do not pay the same price from a status standpoint that men pay. If you guys disagree with me, you can. And I'm not saying it doesn't hurt. I'm sure it hurts to get cheating on. I have no doubt. I'm not saying from a logical or from an ethical standpoint that it's any different, but I am saying from a status standpoint, dudes can get humiliated. I fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops. Fucking Bilzerian sitting there posting that picture of him having sex with the girlfriend from bodybuilder.com when they were talking shit online. And then in the bottom it said, I fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip. Had a picture of his girl to stunt on him. What does Biggie say to Tupac? I fucked your bitch. That's what he was talking about. Everyone to this day still thinks that Faith Evans cheated with Tupac, even though she says that it never happened. That's how men go at each other. Women, it's not quite the same thing.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Why don't you guys just be better then?
What do you mean?
Just be better.
If we just be better, then we won't
To
get
each
cheated
other.
on.
No, be better to each other.
Expound. That's a
Don't-
very general statement. Expound.
I think that you guys should be better to each other. I don't know how to explain that further.
Right.
I mean,
we need
just
some kind of instruction. though.
why humiliate each other when it happens
Because
to
sex
you?
is fun.
You know,
I mean, is that the answer you're looking for? I don't know how
but
to answer
is
this.
humiliation fun? I
No,
mean,
of course
maybe
not.
in a kinky way, but I'm like, but why humiliate each other? Especially if you guys know how much you can lose by doing that. Why continue to do that?
You're making a logical assertion and a logical decision-making process for people that aren't logical because they're in a relationship. Am I wrong? Have you ever felt puppy love for someone? Have you ever done things in a relationship that were illogical? Have you ever had a dream about a man and be?
Anything?
No, she's not talking about that. She's talking about like guys being cool with other guys.
Yeah, why
right?
don't you just be better to each other? If a man gets cheated
Oh,
on,
you're
don't
only talking about
humiliate
men.
him.
Men and men.
Oh, girl, I couldn't understand. That's why I kept asking you, who are you talking about?
Yeah, men.
Men, you're talking
Yeah,
about
so
men.
just be
No,
better
it's
to each
just a function. Like you're talking about like 200,000 years of Homo sapien evolution and 3 million years of like hominid evolution and 6 million years of primate evolution
Intrasexual
where they're competing with each other. And actually 178 years of mammalian evolution where males in most two-gender species and two-gender mammal species compete with other males. There's exceptions like bonobos, but for the most part, the males will compete with other males for access to
Are
females.
any of these men in direct competition with any professional athlete? Like,
What about professional athlete? It doesn't matter. You are in okay. So I think this might be a way to explain it. If I think that I'm not in competition because that's what my therapist told me, that's fine. But someone will still take my girl. While you may tell me, it's like I'm the country that won't invade any other countries, but everyone else isn't playing by those rules. You're the UN outlawing war, and I'm the country that goes ahead and prosecutes a war. Just because I choose to be better to other men doesn't mean they won't take my job, they won't take my girl, whatever. Men are in competition with one another, whether or not it's fun or good or ethical, or Nicole Merriman, say that we should be better to each other. We all have a burden of performance as men.
And I think men help each other with the truth. Like, remember, Nicole, while we were on right before this, like the biggest thing, like the guy who we were speaking to, right? No one was telling him the truth.
Yeah.
And he just became delusional. But because we had to tell him the truth, it hurt. But it was what he needed, and that's how we were going to help him show love for him.
Why does it matter what other men do? Why can't you guys just make the decision?
Again,
Wait.
Ego.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Is like to me, it feels like y'all care about what other men think of you.
For sure.
Way
But
too
for sure.
much.
But for me to make money, it's not what I think. I can't go to a therapist and feel good about myself and then money comes into my bank account. Money comes into my bank account because of what other people think about me or my product or service. Whether or not I stay with my girlfriend doesn't matter about what I think. It matters what I look like in comparison to other men. No matter how much you want to pretend like you're the one, like some ladies want to pretend like they're the one girls who's not hypergamous. You do look at your man in comparison to other relationships and other men and other images you may have seen on TV. So the idea that me as a man, I need to stop being competitive with other men because you feel like it would make me better to other people. I'm the chump. I'm the one who gets my job taken. I don't make money and my girl gets taken because I've chosen to be this non-competitive man.
I don't see what treating other men poorly have to do with any of that.
It's not about treating men poorly. It's about recognizing that I'm in competition. Always.
Women are in competition with other women.
I'm
as well.
always
women
in competition.
Tear down other women like
but we need more. There's a lot more
ruthlessly
girls these days, and
sure,
that's how it should be.
Yeah, but-
There's some that aren't.
But
should they not
girls
do
should
that?
stick
Yeah,
together, and I
should
feel
they-
like we
We're
have
talking-
more of an idea that we want to stick together. At least
women have.
girl code.
I don't think
women have a
berating
sisterhood,
other
for
men and
sure.
treating them like shit in the locker room talk or anything makes you
Nicole,
look any better.
Nicole,
or makes them
that's
look
why
any
we're all
worse.
trying to help this guy.
Nicole,
That's why we're trying to help
look what
him.
you're doing. You're trying to put the agency of all mankind on me. I'm one man. I
isn't-
don't have a choice.
This isn't direct to you.
Right.
at
What
all.
I'm saying is, but as an individual man, it's like one of these things. It's like it's like, again, I am the guy who's not going to buy a gun to protect my family in the house. It's like, that's all well and good until someone breaks into your house. I can't control the thief or the robber. I can't control the person competing with my business, trying to take my clients or trying to take my money or trying to take my girlfriend. I can't control them. I can only control me. And if I control me, I must understand for the rest of my life until I die, until I get that $1 billion, I am always in competition and must always have a burden of performance, or my girl leaves, my family doesn't respect me, and the people leave my job, I lose my clients, and I don't make money. It's just the burden of being a man forever. The no's that we receive as men our entire life are literally the weight that we deadlift every morning to get stronger. Like all we get as men is no. We don't have enough money to buy this car, this girl. Or most men who are watching this, the majority of your life, 99% of women that you were attracted to weren't attracted to you. 99%, unless you're incredibly good looking. That's generally the reality for most men. We don't have enough money. We're not athletic enough. We're not smart enough. We can't perform good enough as a guitar player or a pilot or whatever our job is that we are told no our entire lives. And then you're like, why can't we just be better to each other? Because we're in competition. Because we're in competition,
look at the
Nicole.
stats. We're all cool with a man that's 5'7".
Yep.
Those aren't stats. Most women are not cool with a man who's 5'7".
I have a question.
Most women set the filter on Hinge and Bumble and Tinder to 6 feet.
Yeah.
So, like, as you guys, how do you think he should handle it? Do you think he should just dump her cold turkey, like announce something to the media?
Great
Like,
question.
If he does leave her, how should you do it?
Great question. So they both go dark on social media. He had a really good bowl game. They played against BYU. His team got blown out, but he actually had 2 really good catches and he played really well in the game. I go off and I have absolutely no contact or discussion about this, no posts on social media about this whatsoever until after the draft.
You both signed NDAs.
Yeah. Once we're after the draft, and I have my first 2 interception game for the Patriots or whoever he ends up playing for, then magically a photo shows up on my Instagram with my new girlfriend. That's what I would do. There would be no official date or announcement of my breakup. That's what I would do.
So she wouldn't be at those events.
No, I would have broken up with her silently, but no one would know the date or time or any of the details about the breakup. It would just have manifested somewhere down the line when we've all forgotten about the situation. That's what I would do.
Do what Andrew Huberman did. He said nothing.
You guys remember the Andrew Huberman situation? The New York,
Didn't miss a post.
the New York Post, that wasn't New York Post. New York Magazine wrote an article about Andrew Huberman, one of the best podcasters in the world, about him dating 6 women at the same time. And it was a total hit piece, had nothing to do with anything. They tried to discredit him as a scientist, but couldn't find anything to discredit him. And Andrew Huberman didn't even miss a single episode of his podcast and never addressed the issue. When Jonah Hill, that nonsense about Jonah Hill telling his girlfriend to like not go dress in a bikini in front of other guys, guys.
Oh,
Jonah
yeah.
Hill got skewered in the media. Jonah Hill did, by the way, I'll debate anyone on this. Jonah Hill did nothing wrong other than pick a stupid girl. He did nothing wrong in that situation. He told that girl, I would prefer if you didn't do this, and if you want to do this, go ahead and be with someone else. I cheer for you, and I wish nothing but the best for you. He did nothing wrong in that entire situation. And you know what Jonah Hill did? Nothing. He never addressed it. He never did a single comment or quote about it. That's the way that I would do this if I was Travis Hunter. What did Travis Hunter do? He goes on a live stream. He goes, y'all talking about my girlfriend. Y'all get your own girlfriend. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Le'Veon Bell and Des Bryant have their own girlfriend. I think they're good, bro. They actually love you and you don't recognize what's going on.
Do you think women should move the same way?
What do you mean? About the breakups? I do. I think keeping everything private and quiet is a good idea. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I absolutely do.
No
It's just,
memes, none of that
do you mean?
sad stuff. Like, just keep it pushing. You know
No
what I
sneak
mean?
dissing, man.
Keep it going.
No subliminals, no sneak disses.
Subtle disses.
Focus
Yeah,
on
like,
your life.
I'll tell you one other thing, ladies. If you break up with a dude, and after you break up, you start talking about what a dog he was and all the other girls he's with, you're just kind of like, him and his boys are like, yeah, bro, good job. Like, whatever. She seems crazy and you got over on it. You just like, you don't make him look bad like you think you do. Like, go ahead.
On the topic of breakups, do you think once you break up, you can get back together and it's going to be like a successful, happy relationship?
No, it depends on what the reason.
Cheating
It depends what reason is.
Nope.
Well, I don't know.
Some people just separate, like they go down different paths sometimes, and then they meet at other times. But then there's people that cheat. There's people that like have a toxic relationship, and typically in a toxic relationship standpoint, getting back together doesn't change anything for anyone.
It's a low probability move. It's not impossible. It's definitely happened before where people have been able to work it out. And, you know, but cheating is a pretty difficult one because there's lying involved. But if it was a situation where she moved to St. Louis and then eventually moved back and we were respectful and cool and friends of each other, and then all of a sudden we decided to try to work it out again, I think that could work, but it's a low probability move.
Cool. Never root through garbage once you've taken the can to the curb.
Are you aware of the Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber rumors?
Tell me.
What?
Apparently, Justin cheated on Hailey again.
What?
No. Apparently.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought this was a different podcast. I'm sorry. Sorry, I thought we were on a different show. Go ahead.
There's rumors that Hailey went to the Caribbean with her girlfriends, and there's no fact. It's obvious she went. They're posting it. She's posting it. There's no proof that the baby's even there. They're both. Justin's very active on his story, posting quotes of songs about.
So no one's taking care of their child, is what you're saying.
Well, there's like it's.
Wait, is she still pregnant?
They just posted the baby New Year's Eve.
Got it.
So but there was no she did not post a family picture for New Year's Eve. He posted a screenshot of her post, so didn't even post like a picture of them together. Like there's something going on. They're both clipping songs for stories about breakup. She's posting SZA songs about breakups. Like cheating.
This is why we keep it off social media.
Yeah, keep it off social media. Yeah. What do you think about it? What would you do in the situation?
Justin, I think, will never change.
Well, here's my problem. Do you guys know the Jason Derulo situation? Do you guys understand this? Jason Derulo got married to his wife, who was very open with her about him having sex with other women. They would have sex with other women together. And then after a while, she started saying, I can't deal with this. This is too much. And then started trying to appeal to the audience for saying he's having sex with other women when she fully agreed. It's Jason Derulo. And my whole thing is, it's Justin Bieber. I don't understand how you thought. There's so much data about men as they climb the socioeconomic ladder. Even men who have higher IQs are just more likely to cheat. I'm not telling, I don't know, lady.
She's just as famous.
Is she just as famous?
I mean, everyone knows her.
I don't know her.
Yeah, I don't know who she is.
Because of him.
Is she smarter?
My point is, I just see ladies.
It's like a nepo baby.
I don't know.
I just see so many ladies deliberately choosing the highest status man they can get and then complaining when he cheats. I'm not telling you it's okay, but it's also like, hey, I climbed into the tiger pit and then the tiger killed me. That's not okay, but that's what was going to happen. I walked around holding stacks of money in the south side of Chicago. I don't understand why I got robbed. That's wrong. No, it's not okay, but that's the law of the jungle. You keep deciding, these ladies who keep deciding, I want to date the club promoter. I want to date the DJ. I want to date the center fielder. I want to date the power forward. Yeah, we're dating him. And then afterwards, you're like confused why this happens. You know, and then you see the bottom third of men haven't had sex with anyone. Like 0 or 1 sexual partners in like the last year. And then you're just sitting there like saying, well, I wanted this high status man. I can't believe he cheated. Go ahead.
Has anyone here seen A Beautiful Mind?
Yes.
Yes.
There is a clip in that movie that mathematically proves that if you go for the highest status person, that nobody's going to get laid. Do you remember that clip?
So in there, John Nash, he uses, it's a metaphor he uses where like if no one goes after the blonde, then everyone gets laid. But if we all go after the blonde, then no one gets laid. That was it.
So your take on cheating is it's okay.
No, absolutely not. One more time. You crawled over the fence into the lion's den and the lion ate you. It's not okay, but did you really not think it was going to happen? You went into the south side of Chicago, left your car keys in the car with some money stacks in it, and your car got stolen. Is it okay? No, but that's what happens. You let your girl go on a girls' trip to Vegas with her hoe friends, and she ended up cheating on you. Is it okay? No. I'm an oncologist. If I'm an oncologist and I describe to you that you have cancer, it doesn't mean I condone cancer. I'm just telling you the truth. Does that make sense? So what I'm doing is I'm explaining to you the truth. You guys keep picking the best looking, tallest, high status men and then complaining when they cheat over and over again. And then I sit there and complain that there's no good men when there's like this bottom third of men who no one is picking. There are plenty of good men. You're just not interested in them. And the ones you are interested in, the reason why you're interested in them, guess what? That means thousands of other girls are interested in them also, and they have more options to cheat. And the median man wants as many sexual partners as the top 1% most promiscuous woman. And then you're confused why what happened. I didn't say it was okay. I'm an oncologist explaining to you you have cancer. Doesn't mean I could congratulations on getting stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I'm like, hey, I'm here to let you know the truth. You got cancer. This is just a truth. And when women hear this, they don't want to hear. They're like, no, I'm going to change it. I'm gonna change it. You all these ladies who want to date that dude who shot the fucking the CEO United Health CEO.
No, this is literally why I listen to female rappers. There's a song right now about this. If you don't want to change, don't change them. But like, it's just kind of crazy that the percentage of good men is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
No, I disagree. The percentage of good men has not changed at all. Social media has made it so you just ignore them.
The ugly men cheat too. Like,
not anywhere near the
just as much and just as bad with the ugliest girls. Like, not girly girls. Sorry.
I hear women say this, but these are ugly men that had something else going for them. They're ugly men that had something else going for them.
So what do you?
Yeah, like a personality, perhaps.
There is no solution. I've always said this on my show every single time. There is no solution to any of this. If there was a solution, we all would have got married at 18 and stayed with one partner for our entire lives. If there was a solution, there's clearly no solution. The solution is you make your life as good as you can. You are as happy as you can in the present moment. You try to affect as many people with as much philanthropic charity things. I try to build a business to help as many people as I can. And in the end, I try to make it work with a girl. And if it doesn't work, that's okay too. I don't look at any of my previous relationships and be like, I wasted time. No, it was fucking great while we did it. And now we're not doing it. And now I get to help 3,300 men with my company. And I get to make my employees rich. And I get to make my business partners rich. And I get to rescue cats. And that's all I want. And that's the best I can do before I die, and that's about it. There is no solution.
This goes back to what you said before about why people aren't getting married or people aren't having kids, like because of this stuff. Like no one can be trusted these days.
So
it's
are
crazy.
you saying if we're sitting here right now wanting a successful, happy relationship, we need to get off social media? Do you think that's the best?
I think it would help.
It would help. I don't know if it's 100%, but it would definitely help.
But these men that you're talking to are on social media right now.
What are you talking about?
Like, you're telling these men to get a successful relationship on social media.
I think if you're on, I think when you
the genie's out of the bottle and the toothpaste ain't going back into the tube.
What I'm saying, this is totally unrealistic what I'm going to describe, but you would use social media to find a social circle to find the woman or man of your dreams, and then afterwards move to a cabin in Wyoming and get off the grid.
That's so funny. I don't think God's going to send my husband in the DMs. Like,
100%.
No.
Not at all.
Disagree.
They're not going to be in the club, and they're not going to be in your DMs.
Disagree. The
OnlyFans DMs.
Like men online, they're showing you what they want to show you online. Anyone is showing you what
For
they
sure,
want to
they're lying
show you.
to you.
Social media is fake. at the end of the day.
Yeah.
People post
Rule number
their
4,
best
social media is
versions of
fake.
themselves.
You have
and
the
that's it.
power of meeting a man in person. You have the power.
Well, so here's the trick. This is why I've said this before. That's what my whole company is about. Let's meet together in social interactions, just like all of us meeting now. And it's really hard to keep this lie up for a long period of time when we all meet in person. And then let's also get testimonies from other people. Like you asked most of my female, like
Can't trust them either.
Nicole and I have been friends for 14 years. Like in this situation, I don't screw people over. She knows this. Like I don't do any. There's not any crazy allegations about me. You would able to find these testimonials about a woman from other people that they're friends with, about a man from other people they're friends with, and you'd be able to look at a digital history and find that out. No, that's not good enough for you.
No, because I went on a date with a guy who through mutual friends that I met, and all his friends that he's been friends with since high school swore he was a great guy. Went on one date with this guy. His girlfriend messaged me 3 days later, "Hey, you talking to him?" And I'm like, "Whoa."
Yeah, but do you want to know something? Hold on.
Yeah,
Do you want to know
it was a
something?
whole thing.
Maybe he did break up with her and she wasn't ready for the breakup.
Don't get me wrong, there was a whole thing, but she
I
sent
know,
me
I'm sure there was a whole
she
thing.
sent me messages of them like having sex still. When he was with me, he told her he was at like sushi with a friend. Like,
Okay, if he's
I saw
lying,
all
yeah.
of that.
No, I got you.
And
I
all
understand.
his friends vouched for him. Like, he is a great guy. He will treat you so well. All these things. So I don't know. I disagree
for
now.
that one guy.
He seemed like
He ruined it. He ruined it for me.
he's really good with time management and sex. So it sounds like a great guy to me. Incredible. Multitasking. Seems like he's great at that.
But in all fairness, if say you have a friend, like even as a female, you have a friend that is just hoeing herself out, but then a guy comes and asks you about her, are you gonna bad talk her?
It depends on how close I am with them too.
I have a solution for this.
Cause and I would never bad talk, but maybe I would be like, perhaps keep your options open.
Okay.
I don't know.
This
You know
is
what I
one
mean?
of the places where it's 100% different for men than it is for women. Women can absolutely snitch on each other, and it's not a big deal. You guys don't lose any status. If you're a man and you are dry snitching on another dude, women's vaginas are getting dried up by even talking to you. It doesn't make any difference. If you and me were in the gym and it's like, I can't believe Julia's talking to that guy. Julia, you need to stop dating that guy. Whatever. Like, we look like the biggest bitches in the world. Even what we're saying is completely true. As men, you cannot snitch. So the solution is get a homegirl to snitch for you. That's the solution.
So what would you
Go find a
say-
girl to do it for you.
So I lived in Houston for a little bit, and the men there do that. So like, what would you call?
They're
that?
bitches. They're snitches. They're snitches. Yeah, but like the thing is, but hold on. Here's the problem. They're attracted enough to you to lie. Like, there were guys snitching about me to my girl, and it wasn't even true. And I could prove it wasn't true. Like, these guys were betas. Do you understand? Super simps. Like, they wanted my girl so bad, they were making shit up about me, wasn't even true. My girlfriend comes back and is like, you're telling men that they should cheat. When? I'll give you 10 grand if you can find one time where I ever said that was the case. But they're super snitches.
It's not even about like snitching on that dude. It's just that once you snitch on one dude, now every other dude knows you are a snitch, and then you're ostracized forever.
So ready?
That's the problem.
You and I are seeing each other. Some dude comes up to you and is like, you shouldn't go out with Michael because blah, 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 blah. Now what happens is two problems happen. You and I still stay together, so now he can't talk to you anymore, and now I know he's a snitch, and I'm going to tell everybody he's a snitch, no matter what. If what you were saying, what he's saying was true or not. As men, you cannot snitch. That's just the problem. That's just the code, law of the jungle. I don't care what you're. I'm not saying if you see somebody get murdered, you go. It's fine. I'm not talking about that kind of snitching. What I'm saying is, in general, as men, if you snitch on another man to a girl, it doesn't matter how true or right it is, unless it's your sister. Maybe you have an exception, but otherwise, bro, you just can't do it. Because as soon as you do it, all you're doing is making her. All it did was make my girlfriend more attracted to me.
Absolutely.
All it did is made my
Absolutely.
girlfriend more attractive. I never said a word. It's like, yeah, I'm sure everything they're saying is true, baby. You and me were home together last night, and while we were home together, I was sleeping with another girl. They caught me. Congratulations. You
know who are the
you can see my
biggest-
location, and you have a footage of the room of the apartment.
You know who the biggest snitches are? Is
Who?
ex-boyfriend's
Of
best
course.
friends.
Of course.
Oh my God, are they?
Keep going. Keep going.
Are they? They let it out when you're done with your ex. They be coming out the woodwork.
Yeah, because
He
they're
did this,
so
this, and this.
desperate. They're so
He was talking to
desperate.
this bitch.
I don't know about
Tell me
this.
more.
I don't know about this.
They're like, actually,
Really?
that one time when you were out, that did happen.
Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
yeah, the one time you were out partying, yeah, we were doing this. Like, they're ready to tell off.
I've had guys, friends of exes be like, listen, sorry, we just couldn't tell you because of like guy code and stuff after the fact.
No.
But then yeah,
Even
we
after
knew.
the fact, because bro,
would
you're
never,
just
man.
let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you end up dating the guy who snitched?
Oh, never.
Yes.
I would
One
never
more time.
date.
Listen,
No.
all you fucking
No.
beta
Hold
weirdos
on.
in my comments.
That's not it. That's not it.
One more time.
That's not
I
it.
would
I would
never
never
cheat,
date-
Michael. I would only be with my lawfully married wife. I would never have sex outside of my relationship. They will never look at me. Look at me. Look at me. They will never sleep with you. All of you dudes who write in my comments, they'll never ever sleep with you. You're a beta. That you're a snitch. That's all you are. Go ahead.
I would never date my ex's friends ever. No, that's like that's crazy. So that right there is.
Did it make you more attractive man? That's so honorable that he
Absolutely
snitched
not.
on
But
his
it made me
friends.
feel really. It
Thank
made
you.
me feel really good after the fact. To be honest,
what
that
if
I
his
figured it
ex's
out.
friend had $10 million in their bank account?
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, of course, then yes, you date him. Obviously, obviously, Julia, you would date him. What kind of stupid question? We'd have $10 million. You're not the prettiest guy in the world, of course.
I think it's.
But I'm just saying, like your man is a reflection of, of his friends. They're all a reflection of each other. So
Nah, they're all broke.
So like,
Sorry.
I'm not aware of this. Like, ex friends talking about. I'm not aware of this because like. My men don't have friends like that.
As they shouldn't.
They have businessmen, powerful men around them that like,
Amen.
Get shit done.
It's only
And
the
you
people
don't
that
get
have
to
nothing
that
to
point
do.
and be that successful if you're a snitch.
You just don't
can't.
understand. Like
You just
snitching
can't.
is so like it's such a short-term idea, and it's such a no offense, ladies. It's such a feminine thing to do. That's why you can't do it. So I had a homegirl hit me up, and I actually was really attracted to this girl, and she's asking me whether or not her boyfriend's cheating, and I know this guy's cheating, and I'm still saying, nah, he's probably not cheating.
That's
You're
just
probably
cold, man.
You're just probably
God.
not what. No, she broke up with him on her own.
When she
figured
asked-
it out on her own.
Alright.
It's not my job. It's not my job to be the snitch. That's my point. I'm not saying, of course, what the right thing to do, but I'm not going to sit there and have it be like, I broke up with you because Michael Sartain told me that you were cheating. Bro, I am not going to go down like that ever.
So did you also not snitch on her? Like
mean?
you didn't go tell your friend that she messaged you and asked?
No, I don't know the other guy. I had no idea who the dude was. I've never met the guy. No idea who he was.
That's honorable.
And they broke up, and we ended up going out afterwards. Just so you know. But I didn't snitch on the guy and say, yeah, for sure he's cheating. I didn't say it. I just kept it to myself.
You do realize that there's like full dedicated like forums and
Of course.
websites that are like dedicated to like
They're so funny.
don't date him, girl,
Yeah, they're
or are
so
we
funny.
dating the same guy,
yeah,
girl,
yeah,
kind of thing. Where it's
Absolutely.
like everybody just
They're
comes to
definitely
like
one of those.
I don't correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's any forums like that for guys, but there are.
No,
shit
are we
ton of
dating
them
the
for
same
girls.
girl? There are. I found one. Yeah.
definitely.
And the dudes are the
I'm on
biggest
them.
weirdos.
But
And
it's all. I mean, it's an
I
aggregate
started
of
dating
like,
a guy
is this
one
the guy?
time, and my good friend snitched, and she sent me a screenshot, and immediately it made me feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was there's one someone posted it of me in one of them. Are we dating the same guy? And I'm like, I'm not dating anyone here. It was some city I wasn't even in. And I was like, and then someone wrote in the comments, like, I feel like Michael Sartain's posting a picture of himself, and I'm like, bro. And I was flattered. I was like, oh, that's really cool that you guys put me in here, but I never did anything like that.
Girls
But
use that for the wrong
Are
reason.
we dating the same girl? I went in there one time, and it was so obvious what it was. All the girls were just sex workers, and these guys couldn't accept that they were dating sex workers. It was so blatant. So as a joke, like one time I was seeing this girl, and I posted that I was
Wait, they were
seeing this
like,
girl.
that's not her messaging me on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's the guy in the Philippines.
Yeah, but
That's
it
what
was
it
so
is?
crazy. Like it was so like are we dating the same girl? All the dudes in there were just clearly like overweight, weirdo chumps dating sex workers, asking these questions, and I just didn't have the heart to tell them.
pull that
So I
up.
posted a picture of a girl I was actually seeing. I was like, "Hey, are we dating the same one?" And they're like, "You're paying her, bro. You're paying her. You paid a lot for that one, didn't you?" And I was like, "Oh, you guys are chumps. I didn't understand. I thought that this was actually like a real like useful thing, but it's not. It's crazy. Like all the girls they were with are just like like the fucking never mind. I don't want to say because I'm gonna piss me off.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead,
piss the
go
audience
ahead,
off. Guys, you just don't like the front hemisphere of the body. Just keep the tattoos off of here. Can I just say that the tattoos shouldn't go on the boobs or between the boobs or in front of the leg?
Only
or,
on the legs.
Like tattoos should not go here.
On girls?
Tattoos on girls, they should not be going here. Tattoos should not be here.
Yeah.
So I got a tattoo on my side. Are you
No, the side
against
is
me?
fine.
Do you hate me?
No, I said the side is fine.
Okay.
Right? I don't need like your boobs are
Fine.
good. Your boobs
take
are good
it.
on their own. They don't need tattoos on them.
Fine.
Does it make sense?
Fine.
Maybe like a small little Playboy bunny, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the death skull right here between the boobs. Like, what is this, bro? Why do I need this? Like the freaking
To each their
your
own.
pimp's name right here above your eyebrow. Like that's what I'm saying.
How
Don't
do you
do
feel
that.
about tattoos of their parents on
That's
their
fine,
bodies?
dude. Honestly, dude, a tasteful tattoo of their mom and dad on the back of their shoulder. I'm not gonna like
On the
that's
back of your shoulder?
Yeah, on
when
the
you hit
back.
it from the back? You want to see that?
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, she's looking out
That's
for us.
her dad.
bro.
You're looking out for women.
She's looking out.
Like her dad is looking at you like.
Yeah.
Her dad is like staring at you like. Judging. That's my daughter.
It goes away real quick after that, I bet.
Oh, shit. Man, people are gonna get that. That's a clip right there. That's the clip.
That's insane, bro.
I don't want to come on your show, Michael. All you guys do is argue, and you're so mean. I'm like, no, all we do is make fun of each other, dude. It's not that bad.
The chat's gonna lose their fucking mind about that too. Oh, tattoos on a girl are like what bumper stickers on a Lamborghini.
Listen. If you have a tattoo of an American flag, a Texas Longhorn, then I'm fine with that. Or like if you got a flag, you were in the U.S. Marine Corps.
Oh my God.
Huh?
You are so Texan, it's crazy.
Yeah,
like
well, for
you
sure.
are what every Texan man would have just said that right there.
For sure.
Like, literally.
That's fine. If you have a flag, if you have a tattoo of the Texas state flag, or a firearm that you own, or your kid, or the
George
United
W.
States
Bush.
flag, or a Longhorn, or Longhorn, and all of those things are totally acceptable. And one of the if a girl gets one of those things, it's acceptable. If you're a woman and you were in the U.S. Marine Corps and you have a little Marine thing, I'm fine with that. It's okay.
Since tramp stamps are back in, how do you feel about tramp stamps?
It's not. It doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Love them?
Slut.
I'm just saying, like, do you understand? Like women for long-term and short-term dating actually have similar standards. There's studies that are done on this. So women tend to like guys who are this tall, this good-looking, this smart, and this funny. And when they look for short-term partners, they actually look for men who are even better looking. Okay? When men look for short-term partners, they don't give a shit about a girl's IQ. Like they call it embarrassingly low standards. It's called the beer goggles effect. So men don't care about a woman's political affiliation, her income, her anything, her height, and then her level of physical attractiveness. Once we get closer and closer to 2 a.m., just plummets. So for men, for short-term and long-term, it's a completely different category. For women, they're a lot closer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So to answer your question, for the short-term category, 18 or 80, what do they say in the U.S. Army? 18 to 80, blind, cripple, or crazy? You know, what does Justin Waller say? He says 80 or 280. 80 or 280. If you're going to cheat, what kind of man do you want, Barbie?
Can you don't ask me? Too fast. One more time.
If you were going to cheat on your boyfriend, what kind of man would you cheat with?
What kind of man I will cheat with? Actually, this is a good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
Rich.
Thank you. Awesome.
There you go.
There we go. Asian Barbie doll. Thank you so much. I'm so happy she's here. Asian, do you have anything you want to say to your fans in Mandarin?
用普通话来说。
Louder, very loud.
你是说我怎么样骗别人吗？How to cheat a man over?
Yeah.
I will actually I am a little girl. Yeah, I will treat them buy me a sled.
A sled?
Buy you a
sled. Sled of some other things.
Awesome. Shout out to Google Translate.
Small.
She's spitting fire, bro.
Yeah, she is.
Same.
The ratings go up every time.
Buy you a
Asian Barbie doll's
sled,
on
like
here.
a snowmobile?
Yeah, small bill.
Oh, gasmobile. Okay.
Gasmobile. Got it. Okay.
Gasmobile.
She cool.
Got it.
That's
We
what
did
I'm
it.
talking about. Spit that fire.
All right, I got a $20 super chat, and this is I apologize in advance. This is a full-on whatever podcast question. Question for the ladies in this hypothetical situation: if a grid cuts across the earth and it becomes a savage wasteland with guns and shit, how long do you think you guys would last without the help of men to survive?
Bro, I have a question for this dude. What makes you think? I've never sat down and thought I should spend $20 to put something like
It
this.
depends where I'm at.
It's crazy.
Hold on.
It depends
How
where
long
I'm at.
would you
If
survive
I'm in
without men?
Texas, I can go probably. It just depends until a group of men finds me.
No, there's no
honestly.
men. There's no men. How long can you survive without men? And then there are
No,
men.
I mean like I'm alone, right? Another group comes in and they find me. I'm done.
Okay, got it. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
We did scenarios.
I would say like a week because I stay in big cities. So if I'm in Austin, I would go to my outside of the big city to my dad's ranch.
Yeah.
And then
get the double aught and the
and
the
then
Glock.
people scavenge, and hunt. And
It's funny we know all that they scavenge and hunt. Why? Because we watch zombie apocalypse movies. We've seen thousands of them. We think we know what would happen.
no.
None of that shit would happen. We'd all just be like, "Hey, man, what's going on, brother? I don't know. We're just trying to get the
there's
the
actually
light
real
back on."
stories about this in the Middle East. They actually do go off the grid. War does happen, and it is real.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what to do in that type of situation because I like to read about that.
We did a scenario, and I think this is not classified, but if an EMP was detonated over Kansas, there was something to the effect of like 95% of the population would be dead in 3 weeks. Something like that. Because of the lack of running water, like 95% of the U.S. population would be dead in like 3 weeks, something like that.
That would also deactivate like the nuclear silos, and like that would cause like massive storage.
Yeah, but
like the military would lose
we
control.
were saying if all infrastructure went away, meaning we don't have access to clean water, and we don't have access, the water is the big one.
No, but wouldn't it be sooner? That's my point. It's like if like for
No,
example,
you could-
like nuclear material
you could drink non-clean water. No, this is an EMP detonated in the atmosphere. Like it's not a nuclear bomb.
No. My point is, if you detonate an EMP in the hub and it deactivates all electrical
Circuitry,
systems,
yeah.
like things like nuclear fission is going to happen. Like things are going to explode because
Nuclear fission is not
I
going to
have a
happen because of
question.
the EMP.
If all men went away, would any of this happen?
If all men went away, you guys wouldn't even make it anywhere.
There's a
Would
great
any
book
of it
about that.
happen?
It's called A World Without Men. It's
There's a book about it by Aaron Clary. You
It's
guys
by
can read
Aaron
it right
Clary,
now.
yes.
Because
That's an
women are. You know what we
interesting
found?
book,
You know
and
what
I
happened?
wanna
Women
read
would
it.
just line up to be sewer workers and trash men. No, they wouldn't.
No.
one would take out the trash. No one would do the sewage work. There's so many jobs that would never get done.
I think the maximum amount of like survivability, he said, with if you just made all men disappear tomorrow and it was nothing but women left on the planet, he said it would be like something like 10 days before the entire like
Do y'all
civil
know like
society
the
would
percentage of the
implode.
population of women that's feminists?
We could look at that.
100%.
Could you look it up? Look it up.
All of them are.
They take
Because
care of us.
I'm
I
not.
think all of them are.
All men are too. By
So
the way.
if I
you're
was
born after
alone in the woods
1965, you're
on
feminist.
Naked and Afraid, right?
Huh?
I would want to be with Nicole because Nicole would survive and I would be okay. If I was alone, I would not be okay. Yes.
You guys could hole up on Julius Ranch.
Yes. All together.
Well, okay, so actually in apocalypse, the number one thing is family. The bigger your family is, the safer you are. You
That
can't
is a true
trust
statement.
friends.
Yeah, so they go over survivability of women in like war-torn countries, and you're right. There is a direct correlation to the size of the family. The more family members,
36%.
36% of women claim to be feminists.
Correct.
Incredible. Okay.
In the U.S.
In the U.S. All right, let's get it going.
What percentage of men?
20.
20% of men are feminists.
Yeah.
Shout out to Justin Baldini. There he is. He's a male feminist. Hey,
Also
Justin,
known as sneaky fuckers.
Oh, Justin, I want to say one other thing. Justin Baldini told men that they should believe women even when they don't agree with a woman's experience. So I want to let you know, Justin, I want to let you know something. I believe Blake Lively. I believe you're a creepy motherfucker. I believe her. I don't need any evidence. Just for you, buddy, I believe her. It doesn't matter what the texts are.
No
That dude's a
comment.
piece of crap.
Actually,
The idea
yes.
that he's taking
They're
my
both
traffic
fucking
away
weird.
and that the government's spending my tax money to take my traffic away to give it to this loser. Dude, I believe everything Blake Lively has to say. You're addicted to pornography. Have a nice day in jail. Go ahead.
She's weird
Go
too.
make my coffee.
I don't like her.
Let's just start from the top and just go with them. Can't afford to lose you. Let's do all of them.
I got another good one.
Men have to feel they can't afford to lose you in order to keep you, right?
Exactly.
Whereas if they feel they can do better, they will go do better. I was in a lot of relationships like that where I knew they liked me, they were into me and everything, but I always just felt they were possibly looking for an upgrade.
Your man has to feel so lucky to have you. He has to literally wake up every day and kiss the ground that you walk on because he is so grateful. And of course, you should feel so lucky to have him.
Right.
But he's luckier.
He's luckier.
Thanks for giving us about 2 seconds there. Ladies, who here believes this?
Oh, this is where the traffic
I
from
disagree.
Baldini's podcast
So
Yeah.
this is actually a really good point they made. If you want to live a good life, you have to go for a man that literally worships you. You know, if you go for a man that has a lot of options, then you're not going to have the life you want.
I can't think of a quicker way to break up a relationship.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
so here's the reason why I'm gonna just bring science into this. Men aren't the ones breaking up relationships. It's 80% of the times it's women. 80% of the times it's women, yeah. 70 to 80% of divorces are initiated by women, and in lesbian couples, it's 78% of divorces.
Treat her like a celebrity, and she'll treat you
They're
like a
talking
fan.
about a man finding better, so he wants to have better.
When men generally find better, they don't leave their wives or girlfriends. You have about a 5 to 6% times more likelihood of a woman leveling up than a man.
Why do you think that is?
Because women are. It has to do with a concept that was. Came up in the 1970s by a professor named Robert Trivers called parental investment hypothesis, which is in any two gender species, the gender that has more parental investment, meaning the one that gestates the child or takes more of the primary parental care, that gender is going to be more selective, and the other gender is going to be more competitive. And in Homo sapiens, the selective gender is females, and the more competitive gender are the males. And so because of that, women are 4 or 5 times more likely to end a relationship than men in general. So no, I don't agree with her at all. If a man feels like he can level up, he's still not going to lead. Men will cheat on their wives and don't want to end the relationship. In fact, most of the time they don't want to end the relationship. So this is not true. What she's saying is
I'm
not.
learning.
Yes, this is not true. Again, let me give you one more stat. This is my favorite. Okay, women are divorcing men. 70 to 80% of the divorces are initiated by women. Between homosexual men in a marriage, they get divorced at 28%. When lesbian couples get divorced, it's at 78%, which means when women don't have men to blame, they're still getting divorced. Women just have a proclivity to leave relationships when they're not satisfied. So what she's saying from a statistical standpoint is not true, or rather the opposite is way more true. Women are far more likely to leave you if they feel they can upgrade. In fact, there's another study that shows that as women get close, the end of their, the time period, late 30s, when their last chance to have a final child, they're far more likely to file for divorce so they can have one more child with one more man. Go ahead.
So I think there's like a little phase in a relationship, or it's the whole entire time where a man is so in love with the woman that they don't even turn an eye to another woman, but then something switches in their brain whenever they see a woman make a mistake, and then whenever another woman catches their eye, they go for it. So wouldn't that just be leaving them,
I'll admit that
mentally?
men, I will admit that men will go for it because they have more testosterone than women, and men with higher testosterone are more likely to cheat. That is true. Again, you guys can read New Science of Mind by David Buss, his textbook. And the thing about it, though, is men then don't leave the relationship. Men don't want to leave their wife and kids.
So they're staying there physically, but mentally.
Yeah, I disagree. I think they're not staying there physically, but mentally they still like again. If I had 100 men in this room right now that I'd never met before, and I would ask 100 men, do you believe that a man can have sex with another woman and still love his wife and adore his kids? 100% of the men would raise their hand and say yes, because we're men and we know what it feels like. If you ask, if I did the same thing with women, about 50, maybe 60, 70% of the women would say no, that's not true, because from their standpoint, it doesn't feel like they're loved. But men can completely decontextualize sex. Men can literally go to Brazil, have sex with 14 women, come back and love their girlfriends. Most women can't do that. I'm not saying no women. There's definitely Lily Phillips out there. There's some women who can, but most women cannot do that.
Men want to have their cake and eat it too at the end of the day, but they try to do it. Women would like to, but usually they more
Can't,
for
because they don't
a
have
man,
the options.
one man or the other.
It's just nature, man. It's biology.
Well, but most men, you guys understand, most men can't cheat. Most men in the course of a year could not find 2 women to have sex with them.
Then how do I?
Oh,
find
they
all the
try.
cheaters?
Because you're a good-looking woman and you go after men who have the ability to get Nicole Merriman. That's why. That's why. Those men have been through the crucible. Do you understand? Well, if you're an attractive woman, the men you notice have been through a crucible of competition, so you notice them. But that means once they get to the top to where you notice them, that means other women notice them. Does that make sense? Imagine if one day you had a superpower and you could fly. What would you do the next day? You'd go fly. The next day you'd go fly. Imagine you were a dude who was a chump your whole life. Then you came out in a movie. You're Matthew McConaughey. You go from a guy who's barely in any movies. You do. He talks about this in his book, Green Lights. He does To Kill a Mockingbird or A Time to Kill. He does that movie. He goes, from one day I couldn't get 1% of the roles I wanted. The next day I got 99% of the roles I wanted, and only 1% of them I took. All of a sudden he's so famous, he can get any woman he wants. If you think a man who all of a sudden, who had no options with women his whole life, all of a sudden can get any woman he wants, and that he's not going to exercise that option, the first thing a guy does after he dates a playmate, you know what he does? He goes to try to date another playmate. That's what happens. And so women don't understand that, and it's just a function of human nature. I didn't say it was right. I said it was a function of human nature. And so that's the hard thing. So would you rather know the truth or would you rather live in a fairy tale?
So if you're giving advice, would you say that it's okay for a woman to stay with a man that keeps going?
I'm not going to say it's okay. I'm not going to say it's okay or it's not okay, but I will say it's more likely that you can repair a relationship like that than the other way around.
Okay.
Because a man can truly, like, I don't think you guys understand the level of non-contextual sex a man can have. Like, literally,
Right.
so he
It's
doesn't
why
even,
pornography is what it is.
He doesn't even know her fucking name. Like, no context. And like, I'm not saying all men are like this. I know there's a bunch of dudes who are going to be in the chat when this goes up on Instagram. There's going to be a bunch of guys like, not me. I will only have sex with my wife under God. And like, okay, bro, they're not going to fuck you because you wrote your simpy
And
comment.
70% of Christian guys are addicted to porn.
Yeah, bro. So what was it like?
Absolutely.
It was like 60,
Some-
70%
whether
of the men.
real or it's virtual is immaterial.
It's like
to
OnlyFans, guys on OnlyFans, like 60, 70% of them are married. 30% of men on Tinder are married. And you're sitting there like criticizing me for telling the truth. Go ahead.
I think that men cheat more physically and women cheat more emotionally. So it's hard for women to wrap their mind around no emotions being involved.
Yes.
Sure.
Agreed.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, and more to that point, no woman wants to get with the guy that other women don't want to get with. They don't want to be with the guy. They want to be with the guy who
That's so
other men want to
true.
be, and other women want to.
We
fuck.
just said this. Like if a medium guy had like a hot girlfriend, now he's getting hot girls. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know. I feel like if I see a guy and he's had a hot ex, I don't know. It makes him seem a little more attractive. It's not to be shallow, but
if other women flirt with
Someone should teach a course on what she just said.
Imagine that. Yes.
we were just talking about that. the
Someone
other
should
day.
teach a course about what she just said right there about
But, you know,
pre-selection.
I mean, no woman wants to get with a guy that other women don't want to get with because women attach their egos to the type of guy that they can get. I'm so hot, I can get this motherfucker. That's what it boils down to.
Absolutely.
And so, and that's why when I see stuff like this, it just fucking drives me crazy because, yeah, guys who don't fuck are guys who are like this, who just like, that's their wife is their sun and their moon, and they worship the ground that they walk on. It's like, yeah, because no other chick wants you. You're the only option that I have, so therefore I have to put all of my eggs in one basket and follow you around like a puppy dog all the time.
What she's describing is a very low stress relationship for her, but she's not a high attraction relationship. So like that would build a lot of if you had a man who worshipped you, that'd be a low stress relationship until you got kind of sick of him. But but if you had a man that every woman wanted, it'd be a high attraction relationship, but it'd be also high stress.
It keeps you on your fucking toes
Yes.
too. It's about urgency. It's about competition anxiety.
Yeah,
It's about
you just gotta keep it up. Keep it up, women.
Yes.
Be number one.
There we go.
Go shopping.
Well,
Get
and
your nails done, hair done.
the moment he stops that, and the moment he lets himself go, and he gets a little fat or whatever, you give him the extra
No,
scoop
I
of
love a
rice.
good fatty.
No, she likes the fat ones. We've
Oh,
already
she does
take
like
them.
the fat
This
ones.
was the first
spots. You're the
yeah,
first
I love a
woman I
dad
heard say
bod.
this. What?
I love a little fatty. You know, who wants to cuddle with someone that's just like a brick or like a skinny thing? You know what I mean? Like I want to cuddle.
I'm sitting
with a
right
little
here.
mushy.
I'm sitting right here.
Ew, like I don't want
Super
to.
skinny.
If you could fit into my
Meanwhile,
pants,
she's
we have an
dating the
issue.
Chippendales
I'm
dancer.
sitting right here. Like I don't appreciate you talking. Never mind. Go ahead.
I got another super chat from the same dude, just $20. Part of the reason I asked about that scenario is to see if they understood that women rely on men more than I think they grasp. Just trying to.
I rely on men. We all rely on guys. You have no idea. From a proximate standpoint and from an ultimate standpoint. From a proximate standpoint, a woman can buy a Glock, make $300,000 a year, and get a can of mace, and then drive her like have a security guard with her. From an ultimate standpoint, we all need men. These lights are on mostly because of men. This infrastructure. Most people who in construction are men. We're in a building that was constructed by men. Most of infrastructure is controlled by men. Our military is 85, 90% men. So we all ultimately need men, even though proximately we're like, I don't need no man. It's like literally she's saying this on a CD that was produced by a man with artists that are men, with a producer that's man, for Jive Records that's owned by a man, that's distributed by a man, that's sitting there using fiber optic cables that were produced by men or that were installed by men on a satellite dish that was launched by men saying, I don't need no man. That's essentially what Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are doing.
Here's a kicker. A man probably wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, man probably wrote the lyrics too.
Produced it and recorded it and everything else. Yes.
Every time.
Yeah.
You know what the first thing I ask someone when
girl
I'm like
rapper things.
going on dates with them is? I ask them if they can change a tire and if they can fix a shelf. And if you can't do those things,
competency.
I just don't want to deal with it. 'Cause
Can you
even though I
drive-
can, I don't want to.
Can you drive a stick?
I can.
I don't care about that.
I can
honestly,
clean a
but-
litter box.
Absolutely not.
No.
I think why I agree with
no.
the girl
Just
rapper
kidding.
thing, because whenever I brought that up, I saw a chat like flamed me, but like it's mostly about like the mentality of keeping up with yourself and having high standards.
I agree with you, but that's not their mentality. Like these girls were strippers who took advantage of men and are glorifying it. That's what essentially is going on.
Absolutely.
They're telling you broke boys, they don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. What is the message there? Is that women standing up for themselves, or women, or is it being like men? You should just use men. That's what's going on. Like, do you understand? You say those lyrics and then you wonder why you get fucking mollywopped in the election.
Yeah. I think she's targeting that towards the group of men that she's, messing around with.
No, she's targeting towards women. Those lyrics are for women.
Those men that she's messing around with are using the girls. So she's
agreed.
using them back.
For sure. I'm saying it's not. It's not. You're. This is a reason why the Harris campaign just got destroyed. Especially like the number of African American men that voted for Trump doubled from the last election. Partially because the DNC. You know who you have up there? Glorilla, Cardi B. Like my favorite was Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez warning us about Donald Trump. Why didn't you warn us about Diddy, bitch, before you warned us about Donald Trump? You were dating him. Why don't you warn us about him first before you do this? You want to warn us about Donald Trump, but you make a movie where you're a stripper who robs men? Thank you for warning us and protecting us, J-Lo. Thank you. Why didn't you warn us from Alex Rodriguez and all the steroids he was taking, honey?
They're definitely not role models, but if you're a woman with low self-esteem, no ambition, listen to a City Girl song, hype yourself up.
Super misleading.
Get out there.
I know that's Get misled and felt more.
Let me say something. Listen. Willie D does not write a song called Let a Hoe Be a Hoe if men weren't letting hoes be hoes. They were trying to wipe up the hoes. Okay? You guys understand? Project Pat does not write a song called You Don't Save Them. They don't want to be saved if men weren't saving these hoes. That's why they wrote the song. Do you guys understand?
Shout out to Project Pat.
Yeah, seriously. Like Chris Brown doesn't write These Hoes Ain't Loyal if he's not getting $1,200 for women to take photographs with him where he's grabbing their ass and these men using another man's credit card to pay for it. Do you guys understand? Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa are not writing a song, They For Everybody, catch them at every party. They ain't gonna be loyal not to anybody, but I still love these hoes. If men aren't taking women seriously, they shouldn't be taking. And we see even Travis Hunter, he's picking sixes on and off the field. Oops, sorry. Is it too early?
Wow. Oh, wow. Wow.
All right. Apologies to Bikini Pro Sid.
All right, here we go. Oh, he's dead. Did you send this to Sid?
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to Sydney Taylor. We love you. That's our friend Sydney Taylor who climbed up on there. She found out.
That was her.
That was her. So that was a girl. That was a girl driving her man's truck. And so she jumped on the truck and then broke.
You know that girl.
Very well. Yeah, she's a good friend.
On the show.
She's been on the show 4 times. Yeah.
Tell me more.
Stop.
Do you want to meet her?
Girl, no. I mean,
I wish she'd come back.
Yeah,
I'm scared of her.
Hold on. Why did she do that? Anna Vartel. Anna Vartel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Anna Vartel does that?
Anna Vartel. Yeah.
Oh, it does other
But it gives you a nice 8-pack, huh?
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
She looked great.
Yeah,
Yo, shout out to Sydney Taylor.
Competitor.
Sydney Taylor is one of my favorite people in the world. Shout out to Sydney Taylor. I'm going to make sure she sees that. That was really funny.
Wait, that's actually so funny that you know her, though.
Yeah, she's been on the show a ton of times. Yeah.
Girl.
With her hand.
That is number one
Barehanded,
example
by the way.
of men taking over your emotions. Like,
And how?
oh my God.
I think it's DHT testosterone taking over your emotions. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's the gear.
That's what the video like
Probably the gear.
captures.
Yeah, I'm going with gear.
I would. Most men I know would get their ass kicked by Sydney Taylor. Like I'm not. Yeah, that's different. You know what I'm saying? When they say most women would get their ass kicked by a 15-year-old girl, not Sydney. She probably beat somebody's ass.
So what'd you say the story was?
She came on the show and talked about it.
Oh, okay.
She saw the truck that her boyfriend at the time had, and a girl she knew was driving that truck, and so she jumped on there and kicked the window in.
Honestly, as she should.
Right.
I mean, was they messing around?
She should.
Was she just driving? I mean, what happened?
No,
Was
she
just-
like
definitely
apparently
listens to Glorilla.
She was just
She's
driving the
listening
car.
to
She's gonna
Glorilla.
detail for him.
There we go. That's good. But you know what? I'm not saying he cheated because I would never snitch.
I
No,
mean, that's
I didn't
what I'm
even know it at the
saying.
time.
They were going on a fishing trip. That's all they were doing.
Listen, dude, I'll have Sydney on here and she can explain it again. Well, hopefully she'll come back here sometime. But yeah, we love Sydney.
All right,
She's great.
Okay, Texans, here you go.
I like the dating apps, man, but you got to be careful. You got to read the fine print because these girls are sneaky. Y'all are slick out there because y'all don't put the most important stuff at the top. Y'all don't put the most important stuff in order. You try to mix it up. Because I matched with a girl, and this is what it said. She said, I'm 5'6". I went to the University of Houston. I like hiking. I like cooking. I'm transgender. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Exactly, right? I was like, you got to put that shit at the top because there's no way in hell I'm going out with a Dallas Cowboy fan. Like, you got to be fucked up.
There you go, Texans.
Screw you, dude.
Here's my Instagram, my Venmo, my OnlyFans.
Screw this guy. Go Cowboys. Screw this guy. I'm the same way. If someone went to Texas A&M, I don't think I could date them. I feel the same way. Anyway, cool. I love that one. Anyone we haven't done yet?
Anyone we haven't done? All right, we haven't done this one yet. Here we go.
Virgin?
Yes,
And how old are you?
I'm 21.
Why haven't you done the deed yet?
The key to a strong society is family. And so, in my view, choosing my future husband is like the most important decision I'll ever make. And I'm somebody that I know my heart, and I know that I fall really hard when I meet somebody. So I want to retain some level of objectivity when I'm selecting a future partner. And I know that if I had sex with them, I would be completely imprinted on them. And instead of being like, okay, is this person, do they have the qualities that I'm looking for in a husband, or am I just making it work instead of like seeing red flags and leaving?
Is there any reason why you're dressed so modestly instead of revealing like most women tend to do when they come out to Miami?
I mean, this is just my personal sense of style. I just think it's respectful to others and to my future partner, and to myself, to just cover myself up more. I know that I, take care of myself. I'm pretty athletic, but I don't need to have that on display.
Wipe her up, boys.
Somebody give this woman the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, you like this? I'm
I love
surprised.
it. I absolutely love it.
This is about.
Yeah, excuse me.
That's about as non-feminist as you can possibly be.
No, I like that, honestly.
That's really interesting. That is about as anti-feminist what she just said as you can possibly be. I am covering myself for my future partner.
To each their own. Like I'm not going to go that far, but I totally respect it. That's
Cool.
what she wants.
Nicole, what do you think?
I went that far actually recently. So
Yeah.
I was on the celibacy streak for a while. I don't really talk about this too much, but I can see where she's coming from, because there's people that normally, if I would have slept with them, it would have been hard to break it off. But the second I see a red flag, it's objective. It's, you're not the one for me.
Got it.
You know?
Got it. What do you think, Mario? You had a thought about this.
I mean, incredible, right? That's a rarity, and I respect it. I think that's an approach that we should push more than Cardi B's narrative. I think that's the narrative we need to push for women, especially younger women.
Yeah.
I have a daughter, so my daughter's not listening to Cardi B or Glorilla or none of that. But
What about Meg Thee Stallion? Is she listening to that?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, free Tory. So
Tori's a dumbass. Tori's a
but no,
dumbass.
that's the example that you would want your daughter, if you had a daughter, right? You would want your daughter to be like that. That's the example.
Sure.
Yeah, so
Absolutely. Julia Wilburn, what do you think?
Live your life, girl.
Live
You're
your life.
hot.
Live your
That's
life, girl.
hot. Loves it.
I truly think that she's right. Like the biggest decision you'll ever make is who your husband's going to be. So she's doing it the right way. I'm not mad at it. Good for her. I bet you she's gonna find a very nice man, and she's gonna be very happy in life. And anything that happens in her future, she's gonna have a supportive man.
I heard bad things about those kinds of relationships, though.
What bad things you hear?
Stereotypes, like they're very controlling men, like very controlling. But I mean, like if she wants that, if that's what she grew up knowing, all she knows, then like,
Frenchie, what do you think?
I think she's a high quality woman, very respectable, and like what you were saying, if it's a controlling relationship, then that's on her if she wants to stay or move forward.
Yo, in the chat, is anyone else confused? Because I'm confused. This is like, huh? No, are you confused? Go ahead. What do you think?
No, I'm confused.
What? Go ahead. What?
I just
Microphone.
Talking to the mic.
I just don't feel it might work for her, but I don't know. I don't understand.
Sex is fun. Fuck that.
You know what I am confused about? What the fuck is she doing in Miami?
No shit, right? I'd be sweating. Boy, I'd be sweating like a whore in church wearing what she was wearing in Miami.
It's nice in Miami. They
Bro, I would. Boy, Miami's so humid. Yeah, what do you think about this?
No comment.
Okay, one more time. This is confusing to me that you ladies are so approving of this, considering the other things that we're talking about. Because she's taken the agency away. I'm not having sex. Her husband probably isn't going to be a virgin. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, it's just interesting to me. The chat, as you can imagine, is like 3 thumbs up for this.
Odometer rollback.
Yeah, for sure. Just interesting that like ladies like the feminist point of view, and you also like the point of view of the woman saving herself for marriage.
I respect it. I wish I could do it.
What if she
However,
gets married and there's horrible
there's also
sex?
Huh? It will most likely be horrible sex. I see
probably
what you're
There's
you are
also a
probably
benefit
correct.
in it for us, though,
Huh?
because as women, we do get attached. That is something that happens. So I think there's a benefit in it for us as well.
I completely agree with you. Unless you're Lily Phillips. 1,000 dudes she's going to have sex with in one day.
Yeah, when is she doing that?
March
Soon,
or April.
right?
By the
Yeah.
way, Airbnb has now banned her for the app.
Thank God. Did you see what Nelk said about that?
What?
Kyle from Nelk was like, I'm calling the cops. If I find out where it's at, I'm calling the cops on her. Like,
That's funny.
no, like for real, that should be illegal. Like,
They'll just do
it at a contest.
I don't
Like,
to me, the problem isn't illegal or not illegal. To me, the problem is any man any of the men who went there, like, I'm going to go have sex with Lily Phillips. And you see the dude walking out and you sit there in the living room and there's a line of dudes there. And you're just like, yeah, I'm still going to do this. What men feel like they're worthless. One of the reasons why he has Reignite is because men are taking their own lives at 9 times the rate when they're divorced, as 9 times the rate as the general population, because they feel like they're worthless. Men go up to women they don't know, express tons of interest to women they don't know, give women all this money on OnlyFans, pretend that they're having a virtual relationship with them because men feel like they're worthless. Now, for some of you ladies on the panel, you may be confused, like, well, the men I know, they're narcissists. They don't feel like they're worthless. I'm talking about most men. And most men you don't find attractive. Most women find 80% of men to be unattractive. These 80% of men feel like they're worthless, and they're lined up to have sex with Lily Phillips, because I'm going to tell you something about all 100 of those men. They have low self-esteem, and Lily Phillips is probably the most attractive woman they'll ever have sex with, if they've ever had sex before, ever. She's probably the most attractive woman they'll ever have sex with.
I have no problem with her doing 100 guys or 1,000 guys in a day, but I don't want to hear in 10 years that the reason she can't find a man is because we men are insecure. That's just what I don't want to hear.
And that's how it will go down.
That is how it will go down.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. And you have
why do I feel like she's going to find a man? Like,
We
why
did
do I
a whole podcast on this.
That was my point, and I got grilled for what you just said. 100% she's going to find a man.
No, because what is that one girl?
Nolafit.
Adam's girl.
Lena the plug.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay.
come on.
Yeah, it was a grift.
Yeah.
Men.
Why do men like that? Like, what kind of man is that?
Gay.
Okay.
Scary.
What?
Would you say?
Homosexual.
What's the technical term they say at Harvard? Homosexual.
Homosexual.
That's what they say. All right.
I was gonna say, and the other thing is, like, when it comes to Lily Phillips, she's like part of one of 3 of these girls. Like, there's Annie Knight, and then there's Bonnie Blue, and they all like have competitions practically amongst each other. Like, Annie Knight is up to 650 guys this year, and goes on like Australian talk shows to explain why she does what she does. And then you've got Bonnie Blue, who says, well, I'm up to 700 guys, but most of them were virgins, so she's a great humanitarian for giving them their first sexual experience. And then also, there are also guys who are in sexless marriages, and so those guys come first before anybody else does. So.
Does anyone else feel like women that do this actually do have low self-esteem and they want to feel wanted?
Well, I think the probability is that they do have low self-esteem, but I do think there is a small percentage of women who just
No, I think she
like
has
it and do
super
it.
high self-esteem. She thinks the world of herself,
No
and the rest of these
way.
girls do.
Strictly because she's sleeping with this
No,
man.
I think
because it's a defense mechanism.
I think
They
something
have to be
happened in her childhood where she felt the need to please others, which is why she got into porn. Because the only thing that made her cry wasn't having sex with 100 guys. What made her cry was afterwards there were certain guys who were saying, you said I was going to get 5 minutes with you, and I haven't got 5 minutes with you. And she started crying because she was disappointing those men. There's probably a family member, I hate to say this, there's probably some sort of sexual trauma or sexual abuse from a family member that she didn't want to disappoint, so she allowed the sexual abuse to happen, and now she's manifesting that in her pornography. I'm just guessing. Don't sue me. I'm not a doctor, but I think that may probably be what happened in the
She was
in the
just
past.
probably really like her family's probably really open about sex too. She heard it growing up.
Her parents tried to talk her out of it, to be fair, but I don't know what the relationship is. Maybe there was an uncle or
does commercial
or babysitter. Yeah,
regularly. She does bukkake regularly. She does like group sex regularly. And so for her to go on this documentary and just cry crocodile tears there about how. It was either disappointing or something else was going on. It's complete fucking.
To be fair, that's other people. She's being she's being tough about this. She's not acting like she was a victim at all.
No, she's not. But the thing is like all like. The thing that got me is on Twitter, everybody was like trying to turn us into some moral perspective about this girl who's like, oh man, she's probably having second thoughts. I wonder if she's going to, come to Jesus or something. No, she's not. She just did a fucking cocky video before she did this one.
She just made 10 mil, bro. She's good, bro. She's not worried about
everybody
it.
Wants to
10 million in 10 million in London.
The next Nala Fit.
She'll probably keep 4 million of that.
I don't know. You read the Tao Te Ching, right? The Tao Te Ching. With the pendulum swings super hard one way, it's got to swing the other way to straighten the line.
That's right.
There is no pendulum.
And we saw the pendulum swing the other way in the first week of November. All right, let's go.
We only go forward.
Let's go and check out the next one. Anyone we haven't watched?
Let's do. This is timely. Here we go.
Watch this.
All of my niggas need Jesus. Yeshua, come down. All of my niggas need Jesus. Let your love come down. All of my niggas need Jesus. Yeshua, come down. All of my niggas need Jesus. Give my niggas peace, my niggas joy, my niggas love. Give my niggas peace, my niggas joy, my niggas love. Give my niggas peace, my niggas joy, my niggas love. Give my niggas peace, my niggas joy, my niggas love. All of my niggas need Jesus. Yeshua, come.
There you go.
That's
where
crazy.
Where in Houston is this church?
Huh? Where in Houston is this church? For sure. I got this word. Super Ray had a reaction video. There's like, what was this church when I was growing up?
You gave that to me too.
That was crazy. Man.
That was lit. That was lit.
All right.
I feel like we're not the panel to be like reacting to that.
I'm glad Mario's on with us.
I'm here to react to it.
Mario just gave you the pass. Go ahead and react for us real quick. Go ahead.
Here's a good one. Should we do? Let's do this one. That's too funny.
Yeah. Watch this.
Recently, my girlfriend of about 2 years, really like her. I'd rate her about an 8.9 out of 10. I'm about a 7 on a good day. Anyways, we are getting into the fact that we need some foreplay in our lives to spice things up, to make things interesting.
Right.
She is very adamant that the next time that we make love, that I dress up as a firefighter. Now, my options are this, Stephen A. I can either, go about fulfilling her fantasies, no questions asked, but am I to think that when she's making love to me, she's actually wanting to be making love to a local firefighter in my town?
She would like you to dress up as a fireman. If you're a fireman or firefighter, what's she going to be?
She just wants to be herself.
So she wants to be herself, but she wants you to be a firefighter. Second question. How nearby is the fire department from where you live?
The fire station is just around the block from where she gets her morning coffee every day.
Hold it. The fire station is just around the block from where she gets her coffee every morning?
Yep, Burlingame firefighter.
Yo, man, there's a firefighter she's feeling.
Bro, I seen this happen.
You seen it happen?
Yeah, man. This happened to a guy. I don't want to put his name out there, but I seen this happen before.
Yeah, girls.
You know the Manosphere is growing when Stephen A. Smith is doing a call-in show giving dating advice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you know this is growing.
No, dude. He's Mario's over here as a personal trainer, and his female students are like, "Hey, I want you to dress up like a personal trainer." They tell their boyfriends that. I want you to dress. Can you dress up like a weightlifter for me, honey? Can you do that for me? That's funny.
Have any of the girls read like ACOTAR series or anything like that, or like Thrown a Glass? No. Okay, I retract. There's like fairies sex in there, right? So it's like fairy Twilight version, and like every girl that like reads it, they want like the fairy vibe. They want their men to put on like these wings, and like it's like a whole little fantasy thing that they got going on.
Do you know what?
It's a fantastic book.
A Court of Thorns and Roses,
Yeah.
whatever that book that.
Okay.
All the girls have been reading. I don't know. I got 2
Read
pages
it.
in.
Asian Barbie doll, do you want your man to ever dress up like anything for you?
He would just.
Do you want your man to dress up like anything for you? Hey, can you go to Google Translate and just play it out for her in Mandarin? One more time. Do you ever want your man to dress up like anything for you?
Or wear a costume?
Always.
I don't.
Always or just sometimes?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Do you ever want a man to dress up in costume for you? Question mark. There you go. Give it to her. Can you hand that to her, guys? Thank you.
So she can read.
Actually, I don't.
There we go. Congratulations. That was incredible. That's perfect.
Man, she spit fire every time. She's fire spitter.
See, now you know how to bring her on.
The wisdom of Asian Barbie doll. I actually know her real name, and she just likes Asian Barbie doll instead.
But,
Okay.
but I will just up by myself. I don't ask anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So strict. Just.
I can't wait for 20 years from now when you're like fluent in English and I can ask you questions about these experiences and you can explain it all to me, like what you were thinking all these times. It's pretty amazing.
What do you like to dress up as?
Cute and sexy together.
Cute and sexy together.
Cute and sexy together. That's what you like to
Nice.
dress up as? Okay.
How about you?
Me? Yeah, I don't need to dress up. We'll talk after the show.
Nice. All right. What are you doing?
All right. I got okay. I apologize in advance.
Okay, is this coming after
from
me?
our studio live, Miami, Florida. State your name, woman. Gabby? No. Dumb bitch. Your OF name. Like what? Stupid. Obviously we don't give a fuck about your real name. Just shout out your website or whatever. I don't do that type of work. So what do you want? I don't want anything. You guys DM'd me on Instagram to come on your podcast. First off, don't give me a fucking attitude. Put her in her place! Because I'll drag you out this room myself. Is your mother alive? You shouldn't have done that. Didn't you read the sign before you came in? What? You're prohibited from speaking about mothers, height, and hairline. So I can't ask you about your insecurities, but you can assume that women are unintelligent bitches? Jacob, don't crash out. Why can't they just go back to the way they were? Why are you so angry? Because I hate when women come in my studio and try to insult my intelligence. You're a woman! Make us a sandwich! What do you even do for work if it's not OF? Are you a model? A sugar baby? I graduated medical school. I'm a doctor. You okay? Jacob, chill. Get her out of my studio! I'll leave. Security, she's triggering him. Get her out. She's not a doctor, right? I don't know. I'm a doctor in the kitchen, maybe. It's not the time for jokes, bro. Just let it out. Yeah, just chill for a minute. Oh, I just want to... So chill. You don't want another domestic charge. Chill.
That's funny. I love when women insult my intelligence because it goes really, really viral on social media. So you guys are all welcome. It's more fun when you guys disagree. I'm totally fine with that.
Sounds like your comment section.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there it
Oh,
is.
throw it at
There
Nicole
it is. There
Merriman.
we go.
Throw it at her, guys. Cool.
Let me see if I got one more here. Hang on. That one's good. We haven't done that one yet. There we go.
Research,
Watch
I
this,
found
guys.
out that most women never marry the man they really want to be with. Oh, I'm about to mess up the church's money, ain't it? Let me tell you, this is how I figured it out. Let me tell you something you've never heard a man say since you've been alive. You've never heard a man say this since you've been on this planet. You've never heard a man say, she grew on me. But every woman knows a woman who would say in front of the man she loved, committed to God, financed the wedding and his family. When I first met him, he was not my type at all. He was short. He was going bald. He had little small hands. I don't like men with small hands, but I mean, eventually he grew on me. That is the rudest thing to say about a man you spending the rest of your life with. This man grew on you like a scab, like a wart, like eczema, like eczema.
That's funny. Ladies, have you ever had a guy grow on you?
Absolutely.
Go ahead, explain it.
Oh, well, you try and go for the guy that's like not your type or something because like you think he's going to treat you better or something like that. And you say you're going to, learn to love them, right? Then they just cheat on you anyway.
All right, shout out. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the wrong podcast. I'm sorry. Wrong podcast. But that's terrible they cheat on. That's horrible. Frenchie, what do you think about this?
I agree because I was reading somewhere online that when women are older, they just marry to be married, not to be married with the guy they want to be.
Cash out.
Nice.
People
Tristan, what do you think
settle.
about this? Oh, wait, hold on. Julia wants to say something. Honey, do you want to just host a podcast here sometime? I think you should. You have a knack for this thing.
I don't know.
Okay.
I might get canceled or something. But I think until you're 30, you're supposed to have fun, but like go for your type. And then whenever you get older, not care as much. So you can just get married, to be married, and to have the benefits of being married. So I think it's true. Men grow on you.
Nicole?
Because you just want to marry to be married.
I don't know. I think it's a double-edged sword. I think there's societal standards that tell women that they have to get married by a certain age. So they could be settling.
There are some societal standards about them getting married by a certain age, maybe, but there's biological standards about them having children by a certain age. Do you understand? And how one might have to do with the other. Like, I'm going to try for my first child at 50 after your second, master's degree, and when you've founded your own company, you might have a harder time conceiving a child. That's the only thing.
Do you guys also hear, at least Mike and Rolo, where when I hear what she's saying, I hear she's going from like an unfamiliar environment and that guy is becoming more familiar.
Sure.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, but the problem is it's all the unfamiliar environments that she was in before she decided to let this guy grow on him, and then all the guys who waited for the women when they turned 30, like she just said, you see the little devilish smile on her face, when all the women who waited, the guys who were like, oh my God, she's 30 now it's my shot, and I have to wait while she has all her fun in her 20s, and then I'm what she gets. I'm the prize at the end. I'm the one who takes out the trash. So hopefully, when we go to marriage counseling, everything works out. Like that's the only issue. Is like I don't want to be the guy who waits.
I was just like saying that though. I would get married right now.
Yeah.
Like I've been engaged.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You want me to read it?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Pull it up real quick. It's right there.
Can pop it up. Let's see if it'll pop up.
I'll put it on the thing. Hang on.
I don't think it's big enough for them to read up there, but you can.
I'll just read it.
Okay,
I'll just
guys,
read
this is a famous Sheryl Sandberg quote.
Yeah.
You guys need to listen.
Sheryl Sandberg. This is
the CFO of Meta.
Yeah, I usually put this up, but that's okay. It's a little bit small. Okay, so this is out of her book called Lean In. It's from 2013. The reason I know that is because that's the same date, or that's the same year.
Ceasefire, guys, chill out.
That was the same year my book was published. So this is what she says: when looking for a life partner, my advice to women is date them all. The bad boys, the cool boys, the commitment phobic boys, the crazy boys, but do not marry them. The things that make the bad boys sexy do not make them good husbands. When it comes to time to settle down, find someone who wants an equal partner, someone who thinks women should be smart, opinionated, and ambitious, someone who values fairness and expects, or even better, wants to do his share in the home. These men exist, and trust me, over time, nothing is sexier. Sheryl Sandberg.
Get ready? So what she's saying is the men who are alphas, date them when you're younger, but don't marry them because they make bad husbands. Wait till later, and over time, the betas will grow on you. Yeah. And meanwhile, if you're one of the betas, you got to wait till she was done with the alphas so that you got your turn. Sound good? Does it sound fun?
Fair deal.
Fair deal.
I wrote an entire book on this, my second book, which is Preventative Medicine, and I based it on this timeline right here, which is pretty much based on that quote, which is women have their, women call it the hoe phase, but it's actually, like I said, I was nice. I said it's the party years, but from about 18 to 28, that's when women are like you were just saying. It's like you were saying something like 30 or something like that. We're pretty close. And then right around 28, that's when women realize that the casino and the club's going to start closing pretty soon, and you got to find a guy before the lights come on at the club. And so right around 29 to 31 years old.
That's when you go to Dre's.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, true beauty grows with age.
For men or women?
Women.
For women. So they're more beautiful.
And men.
Okay, for men and women. Got it.
True beauty grows with age.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it works.
Okay.
That way.
That's an interesting concept said by the 21-year-old.
Look at J-Lo.
Yeah, J-Lo. She warned us. She warned us about J-Lo.
Yes.
She warned us about
Okay.
Pup Daddy.
That was a bad example.
Yes. She's like, true beauty grows with baby oil.
But
Yeah?
it is true. What I said is true, but Joe was a bad example.
Yes. No, that's fine. True beauty grows with age. That's right. True beauty grows with trips to Turkey for plastic surgery. I think that's where
There we go.
All right. Do we have any more? Or are we done?
I think we're just about
we
done.
got it done, and it's 11 o'clock. Well, let's go around the horn here. Nicole, I'm very happy that you decided to take a step and come on the show. Did you have a good time?
Great time. So good to see you.
You are welcome to come back on anytime. Please tell me you're going to come back on.
I'll be back in 2 weeks.
Okay, beautiful. I love this. Julia, I've been trying to get you on. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
You did? You had a lot to
sound
say.
so happy.
This little Cardi B right here, man. She
Sounds so enthusiastic.
You had a good time?
Yes, thanks for having me.
All right. Well, love to have you come back. Mario, glad to have you here.
I had a great time. It was awesome.
Good.
Yeah,
Very.
for sure.
Miss Monrere, did you have a good time?
Yes, I love being here.
Okay, nice. Gypsy, how was it?
Wonderful. Nice to see you again.
Good.
Glad you got
Tristan?
your second wind.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to be back, and we're going to be hosting way more of these now. So it's
Beautiful. Awesome. Frenchie, how's it going? What do you think about tonight?
I thought it was great. I loved everyone's personality. Thank you for having me again.
Okay, awesome. Very cool. And you listen, you weren't going to come on. Christy, what did you think about it?
I had so much fun. I love yapping.
I told you it was going to be like this. Next time you have friends, have them come out here because it's a good time. And then most importantly, Asian Barbie doll, did you have a good time?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch everybody word and looks like everybody's so cool.
Yeah, awesome. There we go. World peace. Do you guys understand? This is how we get world peace.
Yes.
Asian Barbie doll brings us world peace. Guys, thank you guys for joining us for this show. Again, once again, shout out to all the girls. I believe there's 8,000 people that come to Vegas for the tryouts this week.
Oh, yeah.
And I think 40 girls get hired, like by all the different nightlife venues. Yeah, I know. Look on Julie's face. Julie, nothing. I'll talk to you after the show. But again,
You're gonna win.
Again, you're gonna do fine. You're gonna do fine. For those of you guys in here who are bodybuilders in the winter, I know there's gonna be a shortage of Anavar here for the next couple weeks. So
Yes.
I apologize.
Yes.
There's not gonna be some. We're not gonna be getting any Ozempic here for a while. You're not gonna have any of that. So testosterone for men is gonna be difficult to find. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna do another one of these in 2 weeks, and then another one 2 weeks after that. So the next episode is gonna be on the 16th.
16th.
The ladies are welcome to come back and join us. We're gonna have a great time. The week after that, I'm gonna be speaking at a Ty Lopez event, and it's going to be the week of AVN. So
I will be at that, and
Yeah, it's gonna be at
I'm going to
AVN.
be walking around the expo with Domo, and
Yes.
we're going to be doing and you'll be there too.
Yes, so
we have the Access Vegas crew that walks around the expo.
So we can't do Access Vegas during AVN. Do you know why? You guys know why we can't do it? Because no girl, so AVN only brings men to Vegas. There's no women who come here to AVN other than the performers. And when they're there's no woman on a Thursday night who is not either stripping, escorting, fucking
on chatterbait,
working.
Do it in the morning.
Yeah, huh? No, we're not doing this in the morning. The morning for me is 3 p.m. That's
We
the one. I live
can
in Las
never
Vegas.
get
So we can never
anyone on AVN
we can never do an AVN one because every girl is right before we come up. They're like, "Hey, guy paid me $3,000." Like, yeah, whatever, okay. Yeah. They're not going to come on the show, so
we're going to go to them.
We're going to go to them. And then the last one on the 30th, and then the week after that, or 2 weeks after that, we're going to the Super Bowl. So thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you subscribe. We've got a lot on my channel. We've got a lot of new content. We're doing the Osmo videos, if you guys have seen, and then we're also going to be doing some reaction videos. We got one on Travis Hunter coming out, and we got one on Justin Baldani coming out that Rolo and I did together. So you guys make sure you subscribe to that. Where can we find all you guys? Nicole? Where do we find you? Sex Panther? I'm just kidding.
What do you mean? Like
No.
find me?
Okay, we find you. We find Nicole.
me right
you guys
here.
can check. You guys
I'm
can
right
check
here.
all the IGs. Julie, we're gonna find her at a combination. Julie's gonna be working for all the nightclubs at the same time. She's gonna be at the pool. She's already got the callbacks. Mario's gonna be on a television show near you.
And you're going to find me on the golf course.
Miss Monrere, we're gonna find her on the golf course. We're gonna find you, Gypsy.
I have several different places in my club or at home sleeping.
Nice. We're gonna find you. Hopefully, none of these people find you at home sleeping. That would be super weird. We're gonna find Tristan dropping out of Harvard. Frenchie
I'll be right here in the studio.
Frenchie is gonna be at a swingers party near you. And where are we gonna find you, Christy?
In Las Vegas,
In
not
Las
New
Vegas.
York.
There we go.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. All right, awesome. Thank you guys for joining us. We will see all of you next week or in 2 weeks. We'll see all you guys in 2 weeks. Take care.